yeah. Today. Said I woke up to the summer shining through. Calling on my friends asking what's the move. Feeling a little different, I'm on something new. Today. I ain't gonna let no clouds get in my way. The only road I'm walking is the one I pick. Catch me sitting in the sun, no time for shade. Today. This is the day that the Lord has made. And I ain't gonna let it slip away. I'm gonna be joyful. Yes I am. I'm gonna be joyful. Today. I'm gonna be joyful. Ooh, I'm gonna be joyful. I got that feeling that you get when you get new kicks. Bell ringing on the last day of singing, yeah. High-fiving everybody, but we out of here. Today. So fast, life comes and goes. Make it last, best slow your roll. They don't take it as a choice, but you gotta know that today's the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. And I ain't gonna let it slip away, nah. I'm gonna be joyful. Ooh, I'm gonna be joyful. Today, I'm gonna be joyful. Yes I am. I'm gonna be joyful. Today, I got the joy.
Well, good people, it's Get Up Mornings. I'm Erica Campbell, and it's been a great day. We're at the end of our time. Grip is back. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Man.
Welcome back. What'd you love about this show today?
I love being back. As soon as I heard Cheryl this morning and you this morning, I was like, yeah, this is where I need to be. I was missing this. It's such a chunk of my life, you know what I'm saying? And then celebrating 10 years in a couple weeks, and just super duper happy to be back with my ladies.
Absolutely. Yeah. What about you, Cheryl?
Same. Great to have him back. The great ministry moments today. A Stoner Soon for Faith Walk. Your Erica-ism, I Trust in God, was really, really good. All of us had busy weekends. Even though Griff just got back from Africa, he came with boots on the ground.
Come on.
Let me tell you something. Whoa.
And the Get Up poll was good. We're going to do roll calls periodically because we want to know who's listening, where you listening. So Thank you guys for tuning in. The app, the website, all the ways that you get to listen. Thank you.
Absolutely awesome. Well, listen, guys, thank y'all for rocking with us. Let's end with a word of prayer. Lord Jesus, I thank you for every song. I thank you for all the laughter. I thank you for every message that came through, that cut through and reached the hearts. Lord, I thank you, God, that you are intentional about us, God. It is not an accident that they're listening. So I pray, God, that they receive your love, God, and all that you're trying to do for, in, and through them. Be glorified in us today as we surrender and say yes to you more and more. Heal us, God. Lift us. Let our hope always be in you, not in the past, but who you are and what you are calling us to. We say yes, and we thank you and praise you. In your holy name we pray. Thank God. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Faith walking.
Love talking.
Enjoy living.
On Get Up Mornings. Bye, everybody.
Love you, mama.
Bye, Lily.
Get up, 'cause you can't stop. Get up. Got a lot to do. 24 hours, almost gone. Get up.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code START to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money, so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code START to borrow up to $10,000. Use code START to borrow up to $10,000.
You have responsibilities, rent, food, utilities. The list goes on. What if there was a career that offered stability, great pay, and a future. Metro operators earn $56,000 year one and up to $65,000 year two. Plus, great benefits, paid training, and a $2,000 hiring bonus. Apply at go-metro.com/drive and move up to Metro.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Getting together with friends and family is one of life's greatest joys. But with the rise in misleading rumors that have sparked some confusion and worry about vaccines, our treasured community immunity could be at risk. Vaccines are one of the greatest innovations in modern medicine. Vaccines prompt children's immune systems to recognize and resist a disease. By making sure your child's immune system is ready to activate, vaccines help your child stay active, healthy, and safe. And high rates of immunization stop preventable diseases from spreading through our families, schools, and communities. It's true. Together, we're all healthier when everyone is vaccinated. So let's get together and let's thrive together. Talk with your pediatrician today about keeping up or catching up on routine childhood immunization. This message is brought to you by the American Academy of Pediatrics.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
When it comes to prescription medications, it's essential to apply safe practices to protect your health and safety. To avoid misuse and abuse, never share or borrow medication. Keep your prescriptions out of the wrong hands by storing them in a lockbox and disposing of medication properly. Finally, understand your prescription information. Don't be afraid to ask your pharmacist and doctor for help. And if buying prescriptions online, be sure to use VIPS accredited pharmacies. Learn more at awarerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it, so can you.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
We got out of Washington State, and I think a week after, state went on lockdown for COVID.
So then when we transitioned to Texas, it was very much so like, what are we going to do now?
Operation Homefront has allowed our family to make something of ourselves again in the world after the military.
It's completely changed the way our life is. It took us from a hopeless situation, and now we're homeowners. We have a savings account. I'm the first one to own a home out of my siblings.
Visit OperationHomefront.org to learn more.
WDBZ, Cincinnati, 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
The teenage suspect in a Covington shooting is now in custody. A 13-year-old was shot Friday night at an East 11th Street apartment complex, and at last report was still hospitalized in critical condition. 18-year-old Ryan Cupp surrendered to police last night on a charge of first-degree assault. A May 22nd sentencing date has been set for a Roselawn father convicted on charges in connection with his daughter's death. 3-year-old Kingsley Wright died after being mauled by dogs in late 2024. Her father, Warren Houston, was found guilty Friday on charges including involuntary manslaughter, endangering children, and reckless endangerment. The Reds took 2 of 3 in their weekend home series versus Detroit, but lost to the Tigers on Sunday. 8-3 was the final. Cincinnati is off tonight, but will open a series versus the Rockies tomorrow night at Great American Ballpark. Investigators are working to determine the cause of a weekend fire at a strip mall. A fire at the Sycamore Center shopping center was reported around 3:30 a.m. Sunday. The blaze was confined to a single business. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The Lincoln Ware Show is on.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Right now.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane. Lincoln, Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Fingan, Fee, Fine, Momingan, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. I'm just talking about Lincoln.
Good morning, Cincinnati. Welcome to 1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show, till 1 o'clock this afternoon. Coming up at 1, Riven Hour Shop Done. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. He'll be here at 1 for, what does he call Monday? Mad Monday or something. He has a name for every day of the week. I don't know. Well, gunpowder, tuxedos, and long dresses. That's what we got at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And man, that guy was fast. He was pretty fast. He shot through there like I don't know what. And I'm still trying to figure out if the guy was black. Cole Thomas Allen. I heard him talk. He did a TV interview, and they found that. And he had some type of accent, it seemed to me. But he looks like he could be mixed with something. I don't know. But when I first saw his face, I was like, oh, God, it's a black guy. Oh, my God. It's going to be hell for black men now. It's already hell for black men in America. It's going to be even worse now. So I don't know. I don't know whether he's mixed with something. They never did give his nationality or anything. But from California, says he's the friendly federal assassin. What a name to give yourself. Oh, boy. And Donald Trump, and then there's some people and some of the people are in my family. I will tell you, in both families, Sharon's family and my family, still think it was set up. And I know it's some people listening to me right now think this was a setup for Trump. And even though when things like this happen, your approval ratings go up, and his was in the tank, and he did need a boost to get his numbers up, and things like this will make them go up. So everything is there for this to be a setup, but I just don't think it was a setup. I just don't. I can't bring myself to say that because it makes me feel like I'm one of these conspiracy theorists. You know what I mean? And so I am not ready to go along with some of you out there that think this was set up. I can't go with you. I'm sorry. I'm going to let you go on your own. And I'm sure we'll hear from some of those people today. But I just don't think something like this was set up.
There's something awfully screwy going on around here.
And but I mean, your same hotel as Ronald Reagan when he got shot. Everything is there for a conspiracy. But I just, the guy gets his room at the hotel. But he had it really figured out. He had everything planned for sure. Got the train from California to D.C. How about that? Man, I bet you that was a great I've been trying to get Sharon on that train to go from here to California. I've been trying to get her on there forever. But I'm sure he had a nice train ride. And he had his weapons with him. And, man, he shot through that detector and boom, he was moving fast. And then out came the gun. See, did they ever say whether he was injured or not? They're not really talking about that. I don't know if he was. They just talk about the FBI agent, the Secret Service agent that was shot, and he had the bulletproof vest on. He really wasn't injured, but they took him to the hospital anyway. They only talk about him being injured. And then when the reporter brought up, could it have been friendly fire that injured him? Because everybody was shooting, and they just sort of skipped over that part. They skipped over that. So we'll see. They wrestled him down to the ground. And this was all live on CNN when it happened. CNN was carrying it live when it happened. So I want to get your comments, 513-749-1230. I thought the security was okay for what they were doing. I mean, you just can't, there's nobody at these places standing in front of you before you walk through the detector. There's nobody standing there. They wait till you come through. If you buzz in, they stop you. But there's nobody to keep you from running through. There's nobody standing there with their arms out saying, okay, walk slowly, walk toward me. No, you just come through. So anyway, we'll see. We will see what they come up with. But the guy had a room there. He really had it planned out. You know, he's a smart guy. He's a teacher and he's an engineer or something. He had it figured out pretty good. I will give him that credit. But he had to know that there were going to be agents all around that area where he came through. He had to know that. But I will give him an A for planning stuff out. Yeah. Use his access as a hotel guest to make his way downstairs. I mean, he had the access. He had the access by getting a room. Boy, and some other things going on. Friday, after I got off the air, the chief and her lawyers had a press conference. And boy, oh boy. Somebody's, put it this way, somebody is lying. Who's lying? I don't know. That I can't say. But somebody is really telling a whopper between Chief Fiji, Cheryl Long, and the mayor. Somebody's lying. Somebody is lying. Cheryl Long said, Chief Fiji said, Cheryl Long said, it's going to be either me or you. You need to step down. Fiji said in a recording that she had no indication the city leadership was dissatisfied with her until a double shooting October 13th on Fountain Square that night. She said she called Cheryl Long to update her on what had happened. Here's what had happened was, during the phone call, Fiji said she knew something was wrong. She said Cheryl Long was in a panic. She said, I talked to her enough times to know when she's calm and when she's in panic mode. The mayor had just talked to Cheryl Long, according to Fiji. He said, it's me or you, Fiji said Long told her. One of us has to go. And then they differ on the Denver trip, the trip where she was called back right in the middle of the meeting. 2 days later, Fiji left on a flight to a police chief's conference in Denver. Now, Fiji said the city manager wanted her to go to get ideas from other chiefs on how to deal with crisis communications. Long, in Fiji's termination letter, wrote she did not want the police chief to go and leave in the fallout of the Fountain Square shooting. So, Fiji says she wanted me to go. Long said, no, I didn't want you to go. So, who's telling the truth? Who's telling the truth? You admitted you went to Denver October 15th, 2 days after the shooting on Fountain Square. And after I had told you it was time for you to step down. Long wrote in the Fiji termination letter. This shows further poor judgment and failure of leadership. The mayor maintains politics had nothing to do with it. Yeah. Fiji says she wanted to work for another 2 years. Had not the city fired her, Fiji would have remained police chief for at least 2 more years, she said after the hearing. She said she had committed to being police chief for 5 years and when she was hired in 2023, and that 2 more years she wanted to go. And I told her, I said, Cheryl, I still would love to stay 2 more years. I want to fulfill my 5-year commitment. She said, yeah, that's not happening. Long said, no, that's not happening. Oh, boy. This thing is getting crazier and crazier. Who is lying? Man. King Charles is coming to town. And he's not going to meet with his son. I think that's just horrible. It's horrible. Not going to visit with his son. They just not, I guess ever since he said, who's that darky you bringing in here, in here with the queen? You know, he had to be the one that was all against, what color's the baby going to be? He had to be the one. King Charles had to be the guy saying all that. He had to be the guy. I've got Jeff Birding coming in tomorrow. Jeff Birding is going to talk about the banks and, well, actually he's coming to talk about the community benefits agreement. You know that thing that Stefan always talks about? He's going to talk about,
my best.
Yeah, he's going to talk about how they have lived up to the agreement and everything in the West End. So we'll talk about how much they've given, what they're continue to do, and all that stuff. And I'm going to throw in the banks and the arena And he's okay. He says we need an arena, but I got a feeling he does not want the arena at the Banks. I think he wants it somewhere around TQL Stadium. That's where he wants it. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know. People of the West End say they don't want it. They've said a lot of things in the West End, but things don't seem to turn out their way. So we'll see. We will see. What else we have here? This is Derby week. Kentucky Derby on Saturday. I'm sure we'll hear from Mike McCoy this week. He's been doing some deep studying on the horses. We haven't heard from him. He's been studying horse by horse. And I'm sure he's come up with his winners. He always does pretty good with the horses. So, football, and not so much. Yes. But he does well with the horses, so my bookie will be calling in to tell me which horses to put my money on. For entertainment purposes only. Yes. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800 so-and-so and so-and-so and so. Yes. All right. We need to take a break, and then we'll come back. 513-749-1230. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines. The Tavis Smiley.
The city only cares about the Banks and TQL Stadium. You see how when they got Vance up out of his chair, see how he was walking out like a robot? That Vance he's a piece of work, let me tell you. What are you talking about, Ross Freeman? Why am I selling you out? Selling you out how? You're right, Walter Bradley. Stephen Miller here behind his pregnant wife, spineless weasel. Oh. He's always going down. He says, the Secret Service agents told me to go down. So I went down. The one president of the correspondence, she was crawling out on her knees. Did you see her crawling? Oh, boy. I tell you, it looked like something out of a movie with the team in there with their weapons all geared up. Yes, I hit some potholes this weekend. I hit potholes every day of the week if I'm coming down in Cincinnati. Here we go. How did the guy get in there? I think it was fake. He had a room at the hotel. I tell you, this guy had it figured out. It was a skit for sure. Come on, folks. Y'all don't really believe this was fake, do you? Do you, Terrence Howard, think it was fake?
I don't know, but it was awfully convenient for Trump. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
Take us with you. Go to your favorite app store, search WDBZ, and download the Buzz app today.
.30 WDBZ, Lincoln Ware, on a Monday, kicking off another week, Derby week, kicking it off. Let's go downtown to the Crimestopper headquarters and check in with my good friend, Detective Tiffany Green. How you doing today?
I'm good. Good morning. How are you?
I'm hanging in there for a Monday. You know, it's hard to get rolling on a Monday.
You must have had a busy weekend.
Let's see. Was it busy? I went to the play Friday night. The piano lesson, piano player. Was it piano player or piano lesson? I forgot one of those. Anyway, I saw that over at the Playhouse in the Park, which was very good. Let me tell you. Okay. Now, if you're offended by the N-word, you might not want to go. If you're offended by hearing the N-word, because they throw it around like nobody's business. Let me tell you.
Okay.
And I did see some people who left at intermission and didn't come back. Some people of another race. They felt uncomfortable maybe, but
where are the white women at?
they didn't come back.
There's parents again.
But it was very good play. It was very good. You ought to go see it. People, you should go to Playhouse in the Park and check it out. All right, let's see. Who are we looking forward to? Oh, first of all, how was your weekend?
Oh, I had an amazing weekend.
Oh, what did you do?
So I actually was up in Columbus, and I attended the 95th Great Lakes Regional Conference.
Great Lakes?
That's my region.
Okay.
Yeah, for my sorority. So
okay.
I had it was busy, jam-packed, but it was great. I got to meet Chanel Jones.
Oh, okay.
The Today Show.
Really? Okay.
Yes, and it was topped off with a performance by Drew Hill on Saturday.
I'm glad you didn't say Pimp Daddy.
Okay, see, it's too early. It's too soon.
Oh, boy. But I'm sure it was a great concert and everything, and you got to see all your sorority sisters.
I did. It was a really great gala.
Okay. I didn't know Chanel Jones was in your same sorority. I didn't know that.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, she was back on the Today Show this morning.
She's
ready to go.
I'm looking at her right now, her and Jenna.
Yes. All right. Who are we looking for today?
Cincinnati Police District 2 is looking for Nicole Dowdett. Ms. Dowdett is wanted for felonious assault and misdemeanor assault. On April 25th of 2026, during a physical altercation, Ms. Dowdett struck the victim with a rock, causing visible injuries to the victim. Nicole Dowdett is a black female. She's 57 years old. She's 5'8" and 145 pounds. Nicole Dowdett has a history of drug offenses, assault, and resisting arrest, and was last known to live on Elbron Avenue in East Price Hill. Theodore Nicely is wanted by the Ohio Adult Parole Authority for a felony parole violation. Mr. Nicely was originally charged with assault. Theodore Nicely is a white male. He's 45 years old. He's 5'8" and 185 pounds. Theodore Nicely has a history of aggravated robbery, felonious assault, and domestic violence, and was last known to live in Fairborn, Ohio. Listeners, if anyone has information on where police can find Nicole Dowdett or Theodore Nicely, please call Crimestoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
All right, 352-3040, night or day. Cash money for your clues, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.
All right. Yes, the piano lesson was this weekend. And I don't know why I always get piano player, piano lesson. I always get that mixed up. But August Wilson's, man, he brought it on this one, let me tell you. It was something else. It's about a piano. I guess I had the dude on the show the other day, and it's about this piano in the family, and the brother and the sister both owned the piano. The brother wanted to sell it. The sister wanted to keep it. And it just caused a big family squabble there. And they had her uncle living there. He was a what do you call red cap porter. He was a porter, and it was something. It was pretty good, But a lot of N words thrown. And that's true. That's how people used to talk. This was like back in the 40s, 30s, or 40s, or something like that. And people used to talk like that. The 50s, they threw the N-word around like nobody's business. And that's how it was. They were keeping it real, as Sharpton would say. Keeping it real. All right. 513-749-1230. We might as well open up the lines and go to the phones today. And what a way to start off a week with Bill giving me a critique of the Sunday Soul Classics. Bill, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine, man. I'm just trying to recover, man, from that, once again, TKO performance, man, you put on yesterday, man. I tell you, yeah, I heard my song.
Yeah, I figured
but you know
did.
what?
Yeah.
I heard other stuff, too, man. I tell you, you really, really, really blew it away with the long version of Super Freak by Rick James.
Well,
man.
They had the short version in there. I sort of threw the long version in there.
Oh, man, that's a groove.
Yes.
That is definitely a groove that he came up with.
Yes.
I mean, I got the Street Songs album, and I got the Street Songs CD, and the CD has the long version of Super Freak and Give It To Me, Baby.
And that guitar is really, you can hear that guitar in that long version there. That guy's playing the guitar.
And the synthesizer, man, I tell you, he really grew with that. But I tell you, it was definitely another knockout performance from you, Mr. Ware.
All right, Bill.
I tell you, TC should be proud.
Okay.
So I hope you're hearing it. And I want to give a shout-out to Warren Wilburn. He's one of the med cab drivers. He used to be a musician. His brother used to play in the group Sun. So he told me to, give him a shout-out, and that's what I'm doing. Hey, Terrence, it is good to hear from you. Your replacement, she was great. But you know what? I'm glad you're still with the show, Terrence. So, Mr. Ware, y'all keep up the good work.
All right. Bill, thanks for your call. Unbelievable.
The replacement was great.
Yes.
And I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Bill.
Yes.
Glad to hear that. She must have did a fantastic. I got to listen to it a little bit, but I didn't hear the whole show. So she must have did a great job. If she got Bill's
stamp of approval, yes.
Must have been fantastic.
Boy, you don't hardly get that. Bill is very stingy with his approvals. And if you get an approval from Bill, you got something. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Brent from Boy, they had some tornadoes or hurricanes or something. Not hurricanes, but tornado down in Texas over the weekend, I believe. In Dallas, believe it or not. And the Pharaoh coming up. Let's take a break. We'll come back 12:30. The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more personal.
Bill dreams about Lincoln Ware. Ross, you're crazy. You saw me, when did you see me Saturday? Oh, at the Closing the Health Gap? Yeah. They out of control in Georgia, too. Southern Georgia's got a drought. It's a lot of fires down there, Walter Bradley. Vernon Jordan watched Michael Jackson movie last night. Glad he wasn't paying for that crap. Oh, he must have a box. Those fires in Georgia are man-made. That's how they want to take your land. If it's a natural disaster, research it. Oh, boy. A family member said the MJ movie was whack. Oh, boy. I know Pharaoh is not on hold. He called Friday. That's what they do. They get their 3 days in. If they wait till Tuesday, then they only can get 2 days in. You were preaching in Milford? I was up there in Milford yesterday, Clifford. What church were you preaching? Yeah, right. What church were you at, Clifford? Well, you might be able to preach, Clifford, because you always in some type of Bible study at 12 o'clock on Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon. What church, Clifford? Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, Willie Franklin. I remember you. Yeah. Willie Franklin reminded me of the fist bump. Okay. No, I didn't make it to Crossroads. I had to go out to Anderson for some business yesterday, and I didn't make it to Crossroads.
It's a Pharmacy Foundation.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz, your official talk station.
It is official, you understand me?
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's Lincoln Ware. And, of course, 1 week from tomorrow, it'll be the primaries right here in Hamilton County, all over the state of Ohio. And, of course, every election we always talk to our good friend Sherry Poland from the Board of Elections. And, Sherry, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Lincoln, how are you?
I'm hanging in there. Well, how's the traffic been? I know, primary, I'm sure it's not as high as a general election, but are people coming through early voting?
They absolutely are. We're pretty much on par for a primary election. In an even year, our numbers are about the same as what we saw in the presidential primary in 24 and the midterm in 22. But people are coming out to vote.
Okay. Now, anything new when people go, if they don't early vote, what about when they go to their precincts, to their polling locations? Anything new this year that they should look for?
Yeah, well, as far as voting ID law, that has not changed. We've had a few questions about that, but that has not changed for this election. It's the same as it was since 2023. So you just need to have a state of Ohio driver's license, a state of Ohio identification card, U.S. passport, or your U.S.-issued military ID. So that has not changed. A few things that's changed is if you would wish to vote by mail, I do want to remind folks the deadline to request that vote by mail ballot is tomorrow. So we have to have that application by 8:30 p.m. tomorrow. So that's been the law for several years now. But what's changed with voting by mail is that you must return that vote by mail ballot to the Board of Elections by 7:30 p.m. on Election Day. So you can send it by mail if you'd like, but I wouldn't wait too much longer if you're going to do that. Or you can deliver it to the Board of Elections. But it has to be received in the hands of election officials by 7:30 p.m. on Election Day.
Wow. I tell you, at this point, I wouldn't chance doing all this stuff through the mail if I were you.
Yeah.
It's just getting kind of tight now.
It's getting pretty tight. So the deadline, again, tomorrow is to request that vote by mail ballot. Once you submit that application, we have to mail it to you, but you don't have to mail it back. At this point, once you receive it, you might just want to bring it to the Board of Elections, deliver it yourself. If you're returning your ballot, you can use our convenient 24-hour drive-up drop box that's at the Board of Elections facility in Norwood. If you are returning a ballot on behalf of a family member, you can do that, but you have to come into the Board of Elections. So you would have to come in during business hours because there is a form you have to fill out, basically just telling us on whose behalf you are returning that ballot.
Okay.
So it's a simple process, but you can't drop a family member's ballot in the drop box. You have to bring that inside.
And is it too late to work at the polls this election day? It's almost coming down to the end. Is it too late if you still want to work on next Tuesday?
There is still time to apply. I would, do that as soon as possible. We have training classes going through this coming Saturday. So we will be offering training classes every day through Saturday. So if you're thinking about working, it's not too late, but you want to go ahead and apply right away. You can do that on our website, votehamiltoncountyohio.gov. That's votehamiltoncountyohio.gov, or give us a call at the Board of Elections at 513-946-8500. Where there's a few areas of the county where we have the greatest need for poll workers still. For Democrats, it would be in Harrison, Delhi, and Anderson and Sims townships. So that's Harrison, Delhi, and Anderson, Sims, as well as the city of Loveland. We also are in need of Republicans in the city of Cincinnati, Springfield, Anderson, Sims Township, and Loveland. So you do not have to live in those areas to work in those areas. As long as you're a registered voter in Hamilton County, you can work those areas.
Okay.
So,
for a day's work, to pay, you retired people, and even tell us about high schoolers. If you're in high school, you can work.
Yes, 17-year-olds can work the polls. They're paid the same as their adult counterparts. It's $225 for the day. That also includes pay for your training class, and then the poll workers go to their polling location, their assigned polling location Monday night to set up the polls. So, that's a nice little extra money.
Yeah.
For 17-year-olds and really for anybody for that matter.
Yeah.
So you are paid for your time.
There you go. Now, on the next Sunday, they will have early voting next Sunday. People can come in and vote next Sunday at the Board of Elections.
We do. We actually are having extending hours, as we always do, and this is every Board of Elections across the state. We're required to be open the same amount of hours. So tonight we're open until 7:30 p.m. for early in-person voting. Tomorrow night it's extended till 8:30 p.m. And then Wednesday through Friday again 7:30 a.m., 7:30 p.m. Saturday we're open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday is 1 to 5. Sunday, early voting ends, so it's over on Sunday. Sometimes we'll have people that show up to vote on Monday, the day before Election Day, but there's no voting on Monday. So if you don't vote by Sunday, then you must go to your assigned polling place on Election Day.
You've even had people show up on Election Day at the Board of Elections trying to vote.
We have, and it's just voting at the Board of Elections on Election Day is for a small group of people. It's for folks that were registered to vote on time, but they moved and didn't update their address. Those are the only people that can come here to vote on Election Day. Everyone else goes to their assigned polling place.
All right, it sounds good to me. And folks, if you haven't voted, get out there early, vote, or next Tuesday, go to your precinct, your polling place in your area, and it should be a pretty much effortless day on Election Day for the primary. Not a whole lot of lines to stand in. It should run pretty smooth. Don't you think so, Sherry?
That's what we're hoping for, and we have the bipartisan team here at the board that's been working hard for several months to ensure that happens.
Yes. All right. Thank you for talking with us, and I guess we'll talk to you again near the midterms, I guess. Huh?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure we'll be speaking again in the fall.
Yes. And what should people look for to make sure they're not purged? How can someone find out they haven't been purged before they go to vote? Is there a number they can call? What can they do?
Yeah, they can give us a call at 513-946-8500, or they can go onto our website that I mentioned before, votehamiltoncountyohio.gov. Click on the Am I Registered button to confirm that they are registered. They can also, while they're at it, they can take a look at their sample ballot, so that way they can see what candidates, and only a few jurisdictions have issues.
Yeah.
They can see if they have an issue on the ballot. So that's a great thing to do so that they can be an informed voter before they walk into the polling place.
All right, Sherry Poland, always great talking to you. We'll talk to you soon. You have yourself a great day, and good luck on Tuesday.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Have a good day.
All right, thank you. That's Sherry Poland from the Board of Elections. And we always hear from her around election time. Yes. I can't believe people show up Monday. They'll show up a week from today at the Board of Elections trying to vote. Oh, I'm here to early vote. They just don't have a clue, I tell you. That's why we have her on here, to try to explain to people the times and what you can do, what you need, and all that stuff, and maybe get you a job if you want to work. Yeah, it's not too late to get in on the training, and they'll send you to a polling place on Tuesday. A lot of retired people like to do that, and they're always looking for people because a lot of the people just age out. They just say, I can't do it anymore. They age out, and so they always have openings. Even Sharon works the polls on Election Day. No, please. I don't know why I said that. She works for the Board of Elections on Election Day, okay? Jeez. All right. 513-749-1230. Let's go to Brent. Brent, how are you today?
I'm fine. Uncle Lincoln, and yourself?
I'm hanging in there. Didn't you guys have some type of tornado down in Dallas over the weekend?
Yeah, it looks like there are about 3 or so, mainly north and west of Dallas. It's about an hour plus away. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wasn't actually in town over the weekend. I was attending my great auntie's 99th birthday celebration.
And where was that?
In Arkansas. That's in Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah, just outside of Memphis. So, yeah, she still looks amazing for her age. And my grandmother there, 94, and just the family flew in from California and from Florida. So from near and far, they came to celebrate with her. So that was a blessing.
All right. Sounds good to me. What else is on your mind?
Lincoln, if you believe that whole thing wasn't staged, I got a pastor who will bring a wild horse into a congregation and tame him within 30 minutes.
Okay. I don't know.
They have tighter security at TSA. So you're going to try to tell me, even though the guy stayed at the hotel, and you have the most important man, the most powerful man in the world, is 50 yards straight dash to a door to be shot, especially after that fake stage assassination attempt when he was up in Pennsylvania or Ohio, somewhere like that.
Well,
I'm not buying it.
I don't know. The thing about it, he should have stood out like a sore thumb because he didn't have a tuxedo on. Okay, everybody there had a tuxedo on or a gown. This guy walks in, no tuxedo or nothing, and I would have stopped him right there. Hey, where you going? You're not dressed to get in here. So I don't know. I just have a hard time believing it was staged, but you just never know nowadays. We've seen this stuff on TV before, so it could be staged. You're right.
Yeah,
but I'm not willing to
all the
go
security
with it.
people there involved, from Secret Service to local cops, are either hella incompetent or they're complicit. So every single last one of them up the chain of command should be fired for that to happen.
Well, somebody on Facebook Live, Lindsay Bowler, says, so this guy's going to get 20 years or more, and this is a setup? Come on, Brent. Brent is a dummy. That's what he said. So,
Lindsay's an angry old man.
What does this guy have to gain in all this? Why would he do so? This guy's a smart guy, he's no dummy. Why would he do all this to fake somebody out, and he's going to jail for it? I mean, come on.
Have you ever heard of the term patsy?
Oh, boy. Oh, gee.
Even though he was staying there at the hotel, how did he get a hotel room there, considering you got all the other people there?
Well,
Trump didn't announce until earlier this month that he was actually even going there.
And as soon as they announced that he bought him a ticket. He reserved himself a hotel room.
So is he a lone, smart, crazy man? Is that what you're trying to imply?
Pretty much. I think he was a lone wolf, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but Lincoln, you believe that wild horse was brought into a congregation full of white folks and broken in front of them?
No, the horse was almost tamed, and they just finished it out. He was getting there, and they just finished it out. But the guy, I don't know. And I'm going to let you hear. Trump was horrible on 60 Minutes yesterday. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw parts of the clip there where that lady should have just got up and walked out.
I know.
For asking basic questions.
Yeah, I wish Christian Welker. I wish it had been Christian Welker, because what was the reporter name last night? She used to be the CBS anchor. What was her name?
I'm not sure.
But Christian Welker would have, pushed back when he started calling her those names. You're horrible and all this stuff. And but she just let it go. I guess she was trying to take the high road. When Trump goes low, she went high. So I don't know.
Yeah. But come on now. Trump, his numbers were in the crapper, even when he, got fake shot at and was wearing a tampon on his ear, along with all of his dumb supporters wearing a tampon on his ear. So now he has another. And you saw he used it as a pitch for $400 million for that ballroom.
And then when he says stuff like that, and when he milks this thing, for his ratings, for numbers to go up, then you wonder, did they set it up so he could, get a boost in the approval rating as president? Did they do this? It's stuff like that makes me think it, but it just seemed like it would be too much to get people to, like you say, a patsy to do this. Did they pay his family off? No, the family warned, the family called the police and say, this guy, he's crazy. He's talking about coming to Washington and shooting somebody. They told the police this.
Yep, either hella incompetent or complicit. Everyone who was on security for that event, from the Secret Service to the local police to everything else, that is absolutely unacceptable. And you've never had this at any other correspondence dinners that's held in the same place every damn year. So
look. Trump, this is his first one, I believe, since president, since either term. He didn't come the last term he was president. And so, nobody was hated as much as Trump. He is probably the most hated man in America, believe it or not. With sheer numbers, if you polled everybody in the country, more people would hate him than like him.
No, white folks still hate Obama. Hate him virulently. So.
All right, Brent, thanks for your call.
Right.
I got to run.
Take it easy.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back 12:30. The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this is
Jerica, do you believe this was staged? Jerica, has common sense, I think. Jericho, was this thing staged? Tanika believes, do you see how the men were either using their wives as shield or ran off leaving their wives behind? She thinks it was staged. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. I tell you. It was staged.
I'm on the fence. With it.
Yeah.
Because normally, like you say, it's his first White House Correspondents' Dinner. He doesn't like him. He doesn't like dealing with the press.
Right.
All of a sudden, he has this, and then that happens.
To end that, but then
his ratings are in the tank.
I want to do this again in 30 days.
Oh.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I'm on the fence.
And the fact that the guy's family warned them, of this guy.
And they still seemed unprepared.
Right. Everybody warned. Remember how they told the guy that the sniper was up there and somebody was up there on the roof and they didn't check it out? I believe they want somebody to off Trump. The way they took Vance out before Trump. But there was a guy standing in front of Trump to take the bullet before they went and ushered him out. He stood up there like in front of Trump like, okay, go ahead, shoot me. Shoot me. I'm looking at MS Now, and I just can't tell who this guy is. What nationality this guy is. I don't know. I tell you.
State Fish and Wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Giving voice to the community. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show till 1 o'clock this afternoon. It is Monday, kicking off another week. We don't have any giveaways today, do we? No giveaways today. Can't make people happy today. I love it when people win tickets and how excited and happy they are to win. Yes. All right, let's go to the Pharaoh. Pharaoh, then Mike McCoy and Twin. Pharaoh, how you doing today?
Yes, I'm all right, Lincoln. Lincoln, just Friday, I was just talking to you about how crazy we are.
Yes, you did.
Black people.
Yes, you did. You were just, you were.
this black man turn around and prove my point. When I first heard about
But see, I'm not sure he's black.
he's black, Lincoln. He's mixed. He's mixed.
Yeah.
You know, but he's still black.
Yeah, okay.
Just like Obama.
All right.
He's mixed, but he's still a black man.
Yes, yes.
But when I first heard about it, I assumed right away it was a white man. Come to find out,
Yeah.
it's a black man
Yeah, yeah.
doing something like that.
I did too. I just knew. But I was hoping. I said, I hope it's not a black guy. I said, I don't think it was a black guy. But
That's what I'm saying,
yeah.
Lincoln. I told you about
Yes, you
being
did.
in this white man's house.
yes,
We pick up his habits.
yes.
Things that we knew umpteen years ago was done strictly by him.
You made this happen, Pharaoh, by
Now-
talking about it.
You got to wait and see because we do all these crazy things that he used to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to wait and see now. Living in this man's house, you pick up his habits.
Yes.
Lincoln, I was looking at Trump when they was rushing him out of there. When they got that man out of there, when he jumped up, that man fell.
He said they told him to go down. They said he
stumbled. He fell. And they grabbed him and took him out.
Yeah. He says they
But
told me to
Lincoln-
go down, and I went down. He said the first lady went down
They
also.
didn't tell him to go down. That man stumbled, being an old man, and fell. But anyway, to show you how big a hypocrite Trump is, and how big a fool he is,
Mm-hmm.
if you remember, in his news conference Saturday night, he was praising the police, the D.C. police, and the Secret Service
Yes.
people, and other people.
Mm-hmm.
But where was all this praise on January 6th? Were there
Right.
police doing what they're supposed
Yeah.
to do?
Yeah. No praise.
Protecting the Capitol?
No praise on January
So
6th.
where was their praise on January the 6th? They were doing what they supposed to do, but he was saying Saturday night he's praising them, the police and the authorities, for doing what they were supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
giving them all the accolades. But on January 6th, were they doing what they supposed to do, the police? Protect the Capitol? No praise at all. See? That's what I'm saying. That man is a fool. You know, also something he said Saturday night. He said the reason why people feel the way they feel about him and try to kill him or whatever is because he's doing things.
Yeah, yeah. He says when you do things, that's what
See,
happens.
right.
And then he went back to Reagan and
But he was saying about
Lincoln and Kennedy.
the people who they don't make no attempt to try to kill is ones who are not doing anything.
Right. Those are the ones that are not doing
Presidents
right.
don't do anything. But see, I'm doing
Right.
things. That's
Yes.
why they make an attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are doing things. The wrong thing.
Yes.
See? Did you hear about where they just dropped all of those Jeeps or whatever over in Iran?
Who dropped the Jeeps over there?
The American government, Trump.
Okay, I didn't
All
see
these
that one. Well,
Jeeps
so
over there, they planning on
that
going
means
over
they're
there
gonna
doing something
That
over
means they're gonna put troops on the ground.
Right, right. This is why they putting all those, landed all those
Yeah.
Jeeps over there.
Yeah.
Because they're going to put troops on the ground. See? Otherwise, he's doing things, but he's doing the wrong thing.
things.
But Lincoln, take my word for it. Somebody's going to get it.
Oh boy.
Somebody is going to solve not America's problem,
The world's problem.
solve the world's problem in dealing with this man. Mark my word.
All right.
All right, Lincoln.
Pharaoh, thanks for your call. Unbelievable. Let's hear Donald Trump in that interview on 60 Minutes. I thought it was horrible. Listen.
The so-called manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this, quote, administration officials, they are targets. And he also wrote this, I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction
Well,
to
I
that?
was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people, horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Oh,
I'm not a
do you think he
pedophile.
was referring to you?
Excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. I got associated with all stuff that has nothing to do with me. I was totally exonerated. Your friends on the other side of the plate are the ones that were involved with, let's say, Epstein or other things. But I said to myself, I'll do this interview and they'll probably, I read the manifesto, he's a sick person, but you should be ashamed of yourself reading that because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President,
and I
these
was
are
never,
the gunman's words.
Excuse me. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace. But go ahead, let's finish the interview.
The other thing that he wrote in
disgraceful.
the other thing in the manifesto that
Oh, geez. Nobody said your name when they mentioned pedophile.
His name was never mentioned. That is so funny.
They never mentioned Trump's name. That's what she was trying to tell him.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't listen.
Are you saying that those are talking about you? Listen, lady.
Oh, boy.
Tell me you're guilty without saying you're guilty.
Unbelievable. Let's break for news. News coming up. We'll come back. Mike McCoy, Twin, Nettie, all holding on. It's Monday, 12:30. The Buzz.
WDBZ, Cincinnati, 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
Cincinnati police have arrested a man they say fired shots at the Clay Wade Bailey Bridge. According to reports, the suspect was involved in an incident in which a gun was pulled at a local gas station late Saturday night. Police say 22-year-old Daniel Jackson Bay later opened fire on a vehicle in the bridge. No one was hurt, and Jackson Bay was located and taken into custody. He's expected to appear in court today. Investigators are working to determine the cause of a weekend fire at a strip mall. A fire at the Sycamore Center shopping center was reported around 3:30 a.m. Sunday. The blaze was confined to a single business, and no one was hurt. A May 22nd sentencing date is being set for a Roselawn father convicted on charges in connection with his daughter's death. 3-year-old Kingsley Wright died after being mauled by dogs in late 2024. Her father, Warren Houston, was found guilty Friday on charges including involuntary manslaughter. The Reds took 2 of 3 of their weekend home series versus Detroit, but lost to the Tigers on Sunday. Cincinnati is off tonight. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Did you miss something? Catch the rebroadcast. Do it again. For the full schedule, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
.30 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And, of course, King Charles and Camilla will visit the United States, and they're supposed to get here today, I believe, if they're not here already. Yeah. All right, we're going to run through these calls, and then I've got a guest in the studio, Donnie Isaacson from the Statehouse, the minority leader in the Statehouse. We'll talk to him in a few. Mike McCoy, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, Lincoln. Just to remind you, I did pick the Super Bowl champ and the point spread. You said I didn't know anything about football.
Okay.
It's college basketball. I have Florida in college
that's right.
basketball.
It was basketball. You're right. It was basketball.
Yeah.
I got it mixed up. All right. So
That's
what?
okay.
What
I'm
kind
gonna
of?
run through this right quick.
Okay.
The Kentucky Oaks. I'm still fine tuning it, but for the Kentucky Oaks, you got a pen. Just write these numbers down, so in case you don't remember the name. Right now, I'm looking at the Kentucky Oaks. Explorer, he's coming out of the 1 hole.
Okay.
Zany coming out of the 2 hole. Counting Stars is coming out of 4. Meaning coming out of 5. Percy's Bar coming out of 11 hole. And Bella Ballerina is a 13. I haven't fine-tuned those yet, but so far out of 14, I came down with those right there.
1, 2, 4, 5, 11, and 13.
Yes, that's the Oaks now, and I'll fine-tune it towards the end of the week. In the Derby, I have 1, which is Renegade, coming out of 1 hole. 6, Commandment, coming out of 6 hole. The 9 hole is the Puma. The 13 is really what I'm afraid of, is Silent Tactic. this horse is going off at 30-1, and he has already won $1 million and some odd dollars. So I don't understand why he's 30-1.
Yeah.
And then got the 18 further ado coming out of 18 holes. So I'll fine tune that, and I'll have it ready for you by Friday.
All right, sounds good. Now, do they have any races? You know, you heard of the Derby on Thursday? Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Okay, do they have horses running in on Thursday?
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, at the Oaks they do. They have horses running. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even at Churchill. Yes, they do.
Yeah, it's going to be at Churchill, and that's Thursday. It's called the Derby. The Derby, it's called.
Yeah.
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 See if you can
Okay.
find me out something on that one, okay? Because I'm going down. I'm going down there
Lord.
Thursday.
Okay, I thought you was going down for the Kentucky Oaks on Friday.
No, I'm not. It was Thursday when I'm going. It's Thursday for the
I
third.
did all that work for the Oaks on Friday.
Well,
and
but
you just going Thursday.
I can play the Oaks here. I mean, come on, give me.
Okay, I'll look at Lincoln. I don't have much time. I'll
Okay,
check it out.
check it out.
Entertainment purposes only. Okay.
Yes, for entertainment purposes only. All right.
And I'll get back Friday.
All right. Thanks for your call. All right. We got the House Minority Leader coming up in a minute. Twin, how are you?
Yeah, how long I got, man?
As long as you always have.
Yeah, right. Hey, yeah, man, that one
2 minutes.
stage. Yeah, that one stage, man. I know, dude, rode the train from California to D.C.
Yeah.
It's definitely one stage.
Yeah.
Lincoln, well, if you're an NBA coach or a basketball coach, and you kept taunting the referee, and he warned you at first, and then the second time he taught you, who's gonna back you up then?
The assistant coach.
Okay, assistant coach. What is Jill Machine Kearney position?
She's the vice mayor.
Okay, why she didn't step up when was out them days for 2 special events that come to Cincinnati every year?
What was she supposed to do?
She's a substitute. She's the vice mayor, right?
Yeah.
So we want to keep pointing a finger at everybody else. So y'all saying keeping her on a hush because she a lady.
Well, I mean, look. The city manager is there is actually the backup for the mayor. I mean, the mayor runs the whole thing, but the city manager is in charge of everything. She's in charge of the police. She's in charge of the police. She's in charge of the fire. The ball stops with the city manager.
They
so
just
if the
had
mayor,
an NFL draft. I was wondering why you didn't get picked.
If the mayor is not here, then the city manager is just is the one who's running everything.
You right, but we talking about the vice mayor, man.
What was Jan Michelle supposed to do?
Okay, why she ain't step up to the plate like that?
And do what?
She's the vice mayor. What does she do then? Besides, hey, here come a donation. We about to build a park this year.
Oh, boy.
Cutting ribbons and all that. Quit blocking for them, man.
I'm not blocking for anybody.
It seems like y'all take business over people, man.
I'm not. Look, all I'm saying is nothing the vice mayor could
Maybe
have
that
done.
dude that's sitting up in there can explain it more. What is he, a Republican or Democrat?
He's a Democrat.
Oh, yeah, he's going with you then. He ain't going to understand my language because he's going with you.
Oh, boy.
I forgot y'all 2 birds flock together.
Oh,
whatever
boy.
Situation. But no, man, real talk, man. Y'all need to stop worrying about the business, really worry about the people. Because basically y'all hollering this vote and all that, and people get the votes and all, and we don't get no results out of it. The same remix every 4 years. And it shouldn't be like that, Lincoln.
All right, twin.
Yeah, whatever. Bye.
Thanks for your call. Unbelievable. Just,
I'm not that smart.
Yeah, I don't know what the vice mayor was supposed to do when the city manager, it all falls on the city manager when there's a shooting and stuff. Even when the mayor's in town, she's controlling everything. She's controlling fire, police, and everything. They all report to the city manager. So what are you talking about? She should have stepped up. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The city manager was here, and that's all that needed to be. All right, one final call, and then we'll get to our guest. Miss Nettie, how are you?
I am doing good, baby. Greetings to you from beautiful Lincoln Heights.
Yes.
And I just want to send a warning up. Well, First Lady first thing.
Okay.
First Lady Sharon Ware.
Yes.
Okay, and, she's the lady of walk and talk. Oh, my God. And also to The real Terrence Howard, okay?
The real Terrence Howard. Yes.
Yes.
Boring.
Well, it ain't boring to me. Now.
Yes.
And I'm also say this. Everybody out there, please call in, okay? Y'all are welcome, okay?
All right.
Now, I want to tell you something. We have a pit bull out here.
Oh.
That's all over Lincoln Heights, okay?
They've got a law. The state has a new law on those pit bulls.
Well, I can tell you this. She got breasts.
Uh-oh, she's getting ready to have little pit bulls.
It's a pit bull.
Yes.
And it's everywhere. I just want to give the warning out to everybody.
Yes.
To be looking.
Yes.
Okay?
Be careful.
Yeah, be careful. Yes, baby. Thank you.
Yes.
And, Mr. Iverson, I'm so glad you're there. And I wanted to say just greetings to everybody from beautiful Lincoln Heights and to you, Lincoln Ware.
All right.
Thank you for being the hostess with the mostest.
All right. I wish you stopped saying hostess with the mostest. How about host with the most?
Okay, host with the most.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks
All
for
right,
your call.
and tell everybody, hello.
All right. Thanks
and
for
from
your...
beautiful Lincoln Heights. Oh, and I've been out cutting grass this morning, so hey, don't say nothing.
I hear you. You do more by 11 o'clock than most people do all day.
Go ahead, baby. All right. I'm sit back here. I can listen. All right.
Thanks for your call. All right. Okay. Whew. All right. Dee and Vernon, you guys hold on. I'll get to you. But first, in the studio with me from the Statehouse, the minority leader up at the Statehouse, none other than Donnie Isaacson. Donnie, what's going on up there?
Lincoln's good to be here. Thanks for having me again. So we are on a bit of a legislative break at the moment leading up to the primary. So it's a good chance to plug to folks that you should get out. You get lots of opportunities to get out and vote. Early voting has started.
Yes.
The election is May 5th. Lots of elections, but you can vote down at the Board of Elections. You can vote early. And so right now the legislature is sort of in a holding pattern.
Okay.
There's a lot of primaries, particularly on the Republican side all over the state, although some on the Democratic side too.
Okay.
And not as many locally for the Statehouse. And then we'll go back for May and the beginning part of June. And the only thing we have to do is we have to get the capital budget done.
Okay.
And
there's, I'm sure more cuts are coming down. Why are you guys cutting the schools so much up there? Why? I mean, I know it's the Republicans that's leading the charge to get rid of the public schools, it seems like.
So I just spent my whole morning with 30 superintendents and treasurers from the public school districts all over Hamilton County. And they were all saying the exact same thing. When are you going to let us just try and teach these kids?
Yeah.
Why this assault on public education? Since 2005, when we were in the top 5 public education systems in the country, we have had a rock attached to us. And really since 2010. And we are now in the bottom 15, 37th. A Republican state senator pointed out to the group that we are ranked 37th, that even if we funded our schools what we should have in the last budget, we would still have been behind all of our neighboring states. And we didn't. So it shows you how much more we are behind.
Man.
So it's not that there's nothing schools can do to improve. Of course, there are things that principals can do and teachers can do, but they can't do it with their hands tied behind their back. And, I'll just tell you one thing someone said this morning that really stuck with me. They're in a room with 25 students, and they did a test of 25 ninth graders who were in pre-algebra. All of them have passed each of their grades. This is in one of the sort of more suburban school districts. 25 ninth graders in pre-algebra. They gave them a 3rd grade math proficiency test. Not a single one passed.
Are you kidding me?
And these are students who have made it from grade to grade. And it's not a school, I don't think it's a school district by reputation that people would say, oh, that's an incredible school district. But it's not one that people, I think, would think the opposite about either. And it's just, it was a pretty visceral explanation of how we are failing kids.
Yeah. Man, boy, where do you go from here? I mean, what happens next?
The big election for this is going to be the gubernatorial race. Right? And that's what I told the superintendents. This is a chance for the state to reset at a very fundamental level, because the next governor is going to come in and they're going to want to put their stamp on what happens to the future of the state.
And Ramaswamy does not seem like he is for public education.
No, he doesn't.
He wants to close colleges down.
There's this myth out there that these people who have $1 billion think that because they made $1 billion, they are geniuses and can solve every problem ever, and don't need to listen to anyone else. And so he believes, like so many other business people have, believed about themselves over the last few years, that if they would just listen to them, they could solve all of our issues in education. We can ignore teachers and students and principals who've been doing it their whole careers. And it's always comes when you peel back the layers of the onion, it's always the same thing they're saying. Let's privatize our education system so people can make money off of it. Let's close our public school system so that people can make money off of it. And it's all comes from that fundamentally corrupt view of public education, when it should be the great equalizer, right? It should be the engine of economic mobility, a way that a kid can do better than their parents or do better than the community they grew up in. But right now in Ohio, it's the opposite. Your zip code so often determines the quality of education.
And like you say, when a businessman gets elected to, it's all about the dollar with them. And just like Trump, it's all about the dollar. He was a businessman. Ramaswamy, it's going to be the same thing, all about the dollar.
And the thing about both of those people, but I'll focus on Vivek Ramaswamy, he made his billions by scamming people out of life-saving medicine. That is how he made his first big chunk of money. He promised that he had the cure to Alzheimer's. And he raised billions of dollars on the promise for a drug that he almost certainly knew wasn't going to work. And before it failed, he sold his shares. And so made a ton of money. And then he did it again with another drug and another drug. So, does Alzheimer's seem cured to you?
No.
Have you heard about the cure?
As a matter of fact, I just saw this morning on the news where they said AI was going to be able to solve Alzheimer's.
I hope it can. But for now, the guy who made his millions, billions potentially, promising to cure Alzheimer's is flying around our state on a private jet talking about closing down schools.
Unbelievable. And he grew up right here in Cincinnati. Oh, boy. What does that say about us? Anyway, so what other have the Republicans given up on this 18-year-olds allowed to carry weapons, to buy a gun? Have they given up on that yet?
I don't claim to try and get in the mind of someone who wants to flood our streets with more guns. So I don't know if and when they're going to give up on that. But I know that the idea, when I walk around my district, when I talk to people I know and love in some of these communities where you see gun violence on an almost daily basis, certainly that happens in the neighborhood I live in, the idea that we would allow more people to have more weapons just blows your mind. I mean, the fact that I've seen so few headlines, even in the last 24 hours, about how crazy people shouldn't have guns.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have guns when they're going into the correspondence dinner.
Right? And they shouldn't have guns anytime.
And we have a lot of untreated mental health issues, and we have a lot of guns flooding our streets. We definitely don't need more of both.
Unbelievable. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. I want to find out about property taxes and this move to end property taxes in Ohio. I want to talk about that. Let's take a break. We'll come back. And if you have questions, give us a call. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. 1230. The Buzz.
Hey, Cincinnati, get ready.
It's 513 Day, Cincy.
We're turning up for the city with...
That's crazy.
Brave of them to admit it, honestly.
3 special.
Cincinnati hat, Cincinnati jersey.
We're talking live DJs, performances, food trucks, local vendors, interactive experiences, family activities, plus appearances from some of the 513's own. Bring your crew, rep your side, and come celebrate the city the right way.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Stand up.
513 Day, presented by the law offices of Blake Maisland, powered by Fifth Third Bank, with support from the Greater Cincinnati Foundation and Metro. May 13th, Fountain Square. Don't meet us there, be there. Let's celebrate the 513. 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
Here at Urban One, we pride ourselves on supporting local and national Black-owned businesses throughout all of our radio markets. Since we began our Buy Black campaign, we like to spotlight some familiar and unfamiliar businesses in our communities. From arts and crafts, restaurants, clothing and apparel, heating, technology, electrical. One thing is true, Black folks have a business for everything you need, want, or could imagine. So let's show some love to all local and national Black-owned businesses, because when you spend money with the Black-owned business, you are helping your community as well as helping yourself. The businesses for this week are
Treat Shop, 1218 Central Avenue, Middletown. Thorough Works Restoration. Call 513-608-7220, 9940 Wayne Avenue. Big Time Balloons. Call 513-998-4438. BigTimeBalloonsCincy.com. 10851 Wilfleet Drive.
Hello, I'm Wendell Young. I've spent my career standing up for working families and fairness in our community. And those same values matter in our courts. The change we need will not happen unless we change who we elect to be our judge. Bill Gallagher has the experience and the integrity to apply the law fairly. That's why I support Bill Gallagher for judge. Bill Gallagher for judge. The change we need.
Paid for by the committee to elect Bill Gallagher.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Getting together with friends and family is one of life's greatest joys. But with the rise in misleading rumors that have sparked some confusion and worry about vaccines, our treasured community immunity could be at risk. Vaccines are one of the greatest innovations in modern medicine. Vaccines prompt children's immune systems to recognize and resist a disease. By making sure your child's immune system is ready to activate, vaccines help your child stay active, healthy, and safe. And high rates of immunization stop preventable diseases from spreading through our families, schools, and communities. It's true. Together, we are all healthier when everyone is vaccinated. So let's get together and let's thrive together. Talk with your pediatrician today about keeping up or catching up on routine childhood immunization. This message is brought to you by the American Academy of Pediatrics.
You're listening to The Lincoln Ware Show.
Unbelievable.
On your talk and information station, 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, The Lincoln Ware Show, till 1 o'clock this afternoon. Don't forget, we'll be easing over into YouTube. I don't know, have they given us a final date when they're going to cut the cord from Facebook?
I forgot the date.
Yeah. So
we're getting there. Supposed to be, I guess, within a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But you can check us out on YouTube. You might as well go ahead and phase on over to YouTube and maybe go back and forth. I don't know. But at one point, we're going to cut the cord. And then we'll be out on YouTube all on our own.
If you have a Gmail, you got access to YouTube.
If you have Gmail, you can go to YouTube. There you go. All right. Donnie, we were talking about property taxes, and then there's a petition going on to end property taxes in Ohio. How would that work?
Well, it comes from what I think is happening all over the country, but people in Ohio are feeling. We have an affordability crisis. There's a cost of living crisis. Everything has gotten more expensive relative to income and wages. Property taxes have been a huge part of that conversation for the last few years. And so I get why there was so much anger from people to say, you know what, let's just get rid of all property taxes. Now, that ignores the fact that property taxes pay for almost all of the local public services that we rely on and love, like police and fire and schools and libraries and other things. And that effort they announced last week, they have just over 300,000 signatures. They need about 415,000 valid signatures to get on the ballot. So it's assumed that you probably need around 600,000 because of how many will get tossed out. So the idea that in just the next couple months they can get another 300,000 is a stretch. It seems unlikely, but it's not impossible. The more important thing is, why did 300,000 people want to sign that in the first place? It's because things have gotten way too expensive.
Yeah.
And so we actually rolled out, as Democrats in the House, a platform of 5 key affordability issues where on healthcare, on housing, on childcare, on energy, and on consumer protection, there are laws that we could pass that have passed in Republican states with Republican governors in bipartisan ways that would dramatically bring down costs. And so the point is not, it's only Democrats that can do this. It's like, no, actually, anyone can do it if you choose to focus on it. It just so happens that the Republicans in Ohio have chosen to make it worse.
Yeah, they don't want to do it. They don't want any parts of it. Unbelievable. Well, what are people supposed to do? People are suffering in Ohio, losing their homes. The people on fixed incomes, they own their house, but their property taxes keep going up every year. What do they do?
On property taxes, the legislature mostly has refused to address the actual real problem, which is that if we underfund our public schools so much, you're putting every community in a situation where they have to choose. Do we want to go to the ballot with levy after levy that's going to increase our property taxes so that we can have decent schools? Or do we want to keep our property taxes manageable and just have completely gutted schools? And Cincinnati has been lucky and fortunate that we have a population that continues to be willing to invest in our kids. It's not enough, but at some point, people are going to say, enough's enough to the state.
Yeah.
And so until the state...
They're saying that now.
Well, and it's because the state is paying 32% of public education funding. It should be paying at least 50%.
Yeah.
That difference from 50% to 32% means that local communities, Cincinnati, whether you're in Forest Park, it doesn't matter, are paying 70% on average around the state for K-12 education. That is not what the state constitution calls for. It's not the bargain we have made. It's not how it's supposed to be structured. And that's what's putting pressure on property taxes. But there is also a housing crisis. We are not building enough housing. It's why at the core of our housing platform that Representative Karen Brownlee is leading for us from the 28th District is taking a $100 million fund that already exists in the state budget. So this is not new money. There's a $100 million fund that was put in there in the last budget to try and build up rural housing. But the fund was totally poorly designed. It was just a political talking point. So the money is sitting in this fund. So we are calling for, let's repurpose the $100 million. Let's put it to work in rural, suburban, and urban communities as a revolving loan fund for small developers and single-family homeowners to build either single-family homes up to 20 units in a building and give them a below-capital loan. And then once they pay back the loan, it goes back into the fund to fund new projects.
Okay.
And so there are things we can do. There are things that Texas is doing and Florida is doing and Oklahoma is doing and Kansas is doing. It's just Ohio leadership refuses to do it.
Unbelievable. Now, what districts do you cover?
So my district is the 24th House District, which is about 40% of the city of Cincinnati. So it's Mount Adams, downtown over the Rhine, Mount Auburn, Clifton Heights, and then all of the west side within city limits. So from Sailor Park to Westwood, Price Hill, the Fairmonts.
What question do you get, what complaint do you get from all the districts that you cover when you go out and talk to people? What's their biggest issue?
Schools and crime.
Okay.
Schools and public safety, basically.
Okay.
People want to talk about what are we going to do about our public education and what are we doing about public safety. But then the conversation very quickly goes to, and what are we going to do about the cost of living? Utility prices are through the roof. Right? They have gone like exponentially larger in the last 5 years. So if you look at what has happened with both residential and commercial payments on energy bills, you feel it every month. You're going to see it when you start paying the heating bills this summer. So we have an energy utility issue, right? Rent has gone up way faster than wages.
Oh, yeah.
And
People
for
are
people
worried
who
about
want to buy
that.
for people who want to buy a house, the average house in Ohio now is more than 2.5 times the average income. That is the highest that ratio has been in 20 years.
Whoa.
So it is just unaffordable to live the dream that we all thought that Ohio had, which is this is a place you can raise a family, you can work hard, you can buy a house, you can send your kids to a good school for free, you can feel safe when they're at school, when they're coming on their way home, when they're going to bed at night, and you can retire with dignity. That is the Ohio that a lot of us grew up in, and unfortunately that Ohio has slipped away.
Slipped away. Doesn't exist any longer. It is gone. Unbelievable. All right, Donnie Isaacson, always great having you here. Keep us informed on what's going on up at the Statehouse, and we'll see what happens. But education, violence, and you said that's concerning people in Ohio, in your district anyway.
Well, thanks for having me, and please don't forget to vote early or vote on May 5th in the primary.
Vote early. Get out there. Vote in the primary. Of course, you're not primary this time, and I know you're happy about that. Yes.
That's true.
Yes. All right. Thank you for joining me this morning. You'll be on the TV show next Sunday morning. He'll be on, and you can check him out. Any questions that we missed that you want me to ask him for the TV show, text me, put it on Facebook, and we'll get those questions answered when he appears on the TV show. Thank you, Donnie Isaacson, for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Lincoln.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll come back 12:30. The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand. On demand. That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when you want. Oh, I like that. Get all the news and info, world events, entertainment, sports, and everything happening in and around Cincinnati and the tri-state. On demand. The Lincoln Ware Podcast. Go get it right now. Wherever you get your podcasts. Or go to thebuzzcincy.com and click on Lincoln Ware Rewind.
Our judges matter. This is Vice Mayor Jan Michelle Lemon-Kearney, and I'm asking you to join me in supporting Judge Chris Wagner in the May 5th Democratic primary. Judge Wagner was raised in Cincinnati, committed to fair, impartial courts and equal access to justice. In this primary, your vote will make the difference. Vote early or on Election Day, May 5th, and join me in supporting Judge Chris Wagner.
Paid for by the Wagner for Judge Committee.
Celebrating Cincinnati Black History, brought to you by Renfro Patterson Jordan Funeral Home, the Chapel of Peace.
Cincinnati was once a gateway to freedom. Brave men and women crossed the Ohio River seeking a new beginning.
Today, the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center stands as a reminder of their courage.
For over 100 years, we've honored.
Yeah, I was supposed to do that one. Okay, 15 years. What are you talking about? Lincoln Ware doesn't like us. Like you remember if we tell you now, Lincoln. I will remember. I'll write it down. Tell me before Wednesday. That's when we record. They'll find that out soon enough, Leela. What do you mean sell you out? Where were you preaching, Clifford? You never did tell me where you were preaching, or I didn't see it. I missed it. I didn't see any questions you posted. I didn't see one question. I just saw statements. Somebody said he didn't ask any questions. What questions were you posting? Well, yeah, no, that was not my call, folks. For for YouTube. I just go along to get along. I do my best.
Yeah, I don't know who. I know Dan was on board.
Because some other stations that had talk shows are doing it.
I guess he wanted it to be monetized.
Yeah.
But we've got the credentials on Facebook to be monetized. We got enough followers.
Really?
And I'm sure we got enough watch time as long as you've been doing it. So.
Yeah. Well, did anybody tell him that?
I'm going to have to talk to Kia and ask her about it.
Yeah.
The voice of the community. We are 1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you on a Monday. And, there you go. All right. I forgot to turn my light on here. Yeah, there we go. I got a little more light. Let there be light. All right, let's go to the phones. D has been holding on since before my guest, and always great talking to my good friend D. What's going on, D?
Well, what's up, Lincoln Ware? It's good to talk to you, too, and happy belated birthday. I haven't talked to you in a while.
I know it. Where have you been, D? Where have you been?
Life calls on us to stay a little, up on things, so sometimes at my age, I can't do what I used to do. So
boy, the things I used to do, I can't do anymore.
I can't do no more. But don't think I don't stab at them. I do, but it's okay. I'm still here.
Yes.
Okay, Lincoln. Let me say this. I heard Twin saying that because the man rode a train, that this thing wasn't staged.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Let me please get out my thought. It's an opinion like everybody else who has one, and mine is this. Number one, Donald Trump never attended this event ever. He was there in 11, but he wasn't the president.
Right.
First time ever that he attended this. And so, lo and behold, on his first time being at this dinner event, somebody comes in. Now, let me go to the black man who we saying ran all in here. Lincoln, this is 2026, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. If this is 2026, now you got a camera in this hotel here that is blurred, and it's in black and white. You got some blurry figure running through a metal detector or something. I don't see no rifle in this man's hand. I don't see no pistol.
Well, he had something because he looked like he shot at that agent that was standing right there where he...
Did you see him shoot, or do you think that maybe they were shooting at him?
Well,
that's all this is. All this is what I'm trying to say, Lincoln. We don't know. We just going by lying Donald Trump and them people. Listen to me. You don't know if that man ever shot nothing, and neither do I. All right? We don't know that.
Well,
we just going by what somebody is telling us.
Hold on,
he's a known...
D. Hold on, D. And then you make a point there because when it was one of the reporters asked, do they know who actually shot the agent? It could have been friendly fire. She said there was a lot of shooting going on there. Who, could he have been shot by somebody else? And they never did answer that question.
I know it because what they do is, and we always like sheeple like that, the White who used to call your show, always said, and this is true. You have people that, it's so unbelievable to me how logic is gone somewhere. I don't know if this virus that they put down here that made everybody crazy or what. But let me just finish my thought, and it don't make it right or any of that. It's just mine. Now, all right, so he never been to this event before at all. This is first time, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you got a black man that runs in here with some knives. They didn't say a knife. They said knives.
Knives, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that means plural, more than one.
Yes.
He runs in there with a big rifle. Look, I don't know if that's a pump that they had on the floor the next day that they took a picture of. They never took a picture of any of these things right then like they would normally do.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what he had. Look,
Yeah.
none of that. until the next day or something. Now, let me just say this. He had knives. He had a big rifle, and he had a pistol in the other hand. This is what they told you and me, all right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, and he black. He ran past all these guns. Number one, you heard all the reporters saying that they had a ticket in their hand that they had to show, and some of the Secret Service didn't even require them to show it to them. They could just walk in there. Now, why do you think Donald Trump is not saying, oh, they didn't protect me, oh, they didn't do a good job? He's not going to ever say that because he staged it. That's why. And that's my opinion. You understand? Now, one thing that your radio philosopher said that I do agree with is that Iran is powerful. Iran is not Iraq, and it is not the rest of them little neighboring countries and stuff. These people got so much money, they probably got and then had nuclear weapons. They're not going to blow themselves up. These white boys in America tell all of y'all that these people are crazy and they this and they that.
Yes.
They don't tell you the treaties that they signed with them people years ago. They don't keep them. They want them people to live in straw houses with no electricity half the day. They ain't going to tell you all of that. So when people are tired of the oppression, then if you put a rat in the corner and you don't let him out, guess what? He coming out fighting, knowing that he probably going to get killed or stomped to death. Something ain't going to be right, but he's still coming out. So Iranians I'm not afraid of them. I just think that they want to be left alone. These white boys can't sleep at night because they want to take them people's stuff over there, and they're serious about it. So now what you got going on is you done went over there. They knew America was coming. You think they didn't? Donald Trump is too stupid to hide anything.
Oh, yeah. He tells everything that's going to happen. We're going to attack tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.
I can't believe people call him a president. I don't have a president in the United States. My last point is this. All this is because he needed an excuse to do this stupid ballroom that they say is too big to even fit at the White House. They say it looks horrible because it's too big to fit that structure that the slaves did whenever they built it a long time ago. So he wants that excuse there, and he wants the diversion of Iran, the quagmire he's in, and the Epstein files because he's a pedophile in the worst way. And my last point is this. I know I said that. My last point is Epstein, it wasn't Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump. That's whose daggone organization it was, and that's what they don't want to come out. Thank you, Lincoln, for taking my call.
All right.
And it's one love, brother, one love.
I got you, D. Thanks for your call. Okay.
You're welcome.
Oh, I forgot to ask you about your love life. How's that going?
Oh, it's going okay, Lincoln. I love me.
Okay, all right, D.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks for your call. I love D. And I always have to find out about her love life, D is an old school player. Play on. All right. Vernon, how are you today?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
I'm hanging in there. What's up?
It was nice seeing you down there at the park.
At the Center for Closing the Health Gaps big expo down there. Yes.
Yeah. Getting ready for the walking club. It's a walk-in.
Everybody's ready. Everybody's ready.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you why I think this is staged. The reason I think this is staged because they have way too much information on this guy way too fast.
Well, nowadays you can find out. Everybody has information on everybody. I mean, if you got any type of social security number or something, home address, they're gonna find out who you are real quick.
Yeah, but you gotta realize, Lincoln, you're going to tell me that this guy's staying at the hotel that's already been sold out months ahead of time before this event, and the Secret Service ain't checked his room to see if he's got weapons? That's number one. Number two, they probably knew he was already crazy, just like the one in Pennsylvania, and they just let him go ahead and do his thing. Going forward, they're going to shoot him down. Just let him go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about it. He's not a white guy. A black man in there, no tuxedo, running. no, you ain't getting that close. And he got all the way where he got to by running.
And he was fast, too. He was running like a black man. He's fast.
That's what I'm saying. They knew he was coming. And the Republican men show how much I'm telling all the women, do not marry no damn Republican. They'll put you in front of the damn bullshit.
Yes,
you see how the
yes.
man was on the ground?
Yeah.
Well, nobody was protecting their woman. It was like, oh, yeah, baby, you're on your own here tonight. I don't know what woman that was behind them when she was trying to get behind the Secret Service. They just kind of pushed her out of the way.
Oh, boy. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, when they're taking the orange jackass out, there's a woman behind them.
Oh, in the silver, crawling on her knees?
Hey, who was that? Is that Melania?
No, that was the head of the correspondence dinner. She was like the chairman of the correspondence.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
yeah. You know, to me, I don't believe nothing that comes out of their mouths. I don't believe anything they say anymore. He's giving more interviews now than he's given.
I know. I can't imagine him being on 60 Minutes after he sued him and all that.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine he would give them a one-on-one interview. And he was right there. I was shocked to see that. But then he blasted them, in the process. But I was shocked he was even there.
Yeah, because why would you want to go? Why would you even want to go to that event?
Yeah.
Where you know that's a place that you were quote unquote too good to go anyway, and it just so happens there happens to be a guy that's been sitting in a hotel room waiting on you to show up. Come on, man.
I mean, it does sound. It sounds like something from the movies. It does, but I mean, stranger things have happened. And it does all. It looks like a conspiracy, but sometimes it can look like that, but it doesn't have to be.
And where are the good assassins at anyway? Can we get? I mean, you should better find a good crackhead to fix stuff, a J mechanic. We can't get no good assassins no more. They shot Kennedy from like 2 miles away. It's like.
Yeah. Well. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
It's like the third time?
I think this is the third time, yeah, third time. The other guy, he didn't get a chance to shoot because they saw him, his gun was sticking out of the bushes, and they saw the barrel, and they got him. So he didn't even get a chance to shoot, so what can you say?
Well, we got to get some good assassins out here to get this. But I just, to the point, I just don't believe anything. They will go to, they already got people saying, oh, well, they trying to kill him again, so I guess they'll win the midterms. That ain't happening. But we'll see.
They say, when this happens to a president, his numbers go up in his favor. So maybe that was part of it too. His numbers were in the tank, and we'll see.
But think about, are we talking about the war today? Nope. Are we talking about the economy? Nope. Are we talking about interest rates? Nope. We're not talking about nothing, but somebody else decided that they wanted to go after the orange jackass. That's what we're talking about today. That's what he wants.
All right, Vernon. Thanks for your call.
All right, peace.
All right, that's Vernon, and he was down there with his lady at the Closing the Health Gap. All right, 513-749-1230. Jeff Birding coming in tomorrow. Talk about things that they're doing, the things that they promised for the West End, and we'll get a community report. We'll get a community report of their commitment to the community of the West End. We'll get that tomorrow from Jeff Birding and some other things we want to talk to Jeff Birding about in the West End and TQL Stadium. A few other things we'll talk about. All right, let's go to a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look no further than Dear Future Wifey. Whether you're single.
All right. Yeah, Jeff Birding will be in here. I know he said Kennedy got shot 2 miles away. It wasn't that far, Bert. I don't think he really was serious when he said that. He was just exaggerating a little bit. He wasn't serious that it was 2 miles away. I don't know if they've got a weapon that can go that far. I mean, they've got a weapon that can go that far, but can you shoot that straight? Yeah, 2 miles away. You can bomb somebody 2 miles away, but shooting somebody with a rifle, no. That rifle would have a kick on it that would knock you down. Oh, geez. Yeah, I just don't want to believe that the government would stage all that. You know, if they stage all that, then it's over for us. Let me tell you, it's over for us.
Well, the first thing with his ear getting shot.
Yeah.
And
it looked like that fake blood. You know, he touched his ear, and then you saw the blood.
And Mike Tyson's ear still hasn't grown back. People are skeptical about a lot of things, and then he lies so much, and he's got so much going on.
Now it wasn't Mike. It was who was it? Whose ear did he bite?
The other boxer, Holyfield.
Yeah.
Holyfield's ear never grew back.
Grew back. Yeah. So I don't know.
He just got a lot of stuff going on. He needs one controversy to cover up for another one. He needs one distraction to cover up for another distraction.
Yeah. Oh boy. The fact that he's bringing up that that ballroom with all this. See, we had it here at the ballroom. Nothing like that could have happened. Okay, I haven't seen one yet. Give me a question. I haven't seen somebody said, start writing down questions for Jeff Birding today. Okay, I'm waiting on you. How do you lie about falling over? Gullible much? I know. I can't believe Trump said you're a disgrace. Oh, my God. Gee, and she just stood there and took it. Cole Allen is a clone. Oh, my God.
Who said that?
D. Goss.
A clone of who? Himself? Who is he a clone of?
I have no idea. It's just something to say to show people he don't believe. He believes it was staged. .30 WDBZ. We are the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Let's see, we got Mac, Doug Springs, Ray, and JB all holding on. Let's go to Mac. Mac, how are you?
How are you doing? I got
Mac,
a cousin.
Where have you been, Mac? Where have you been, Mac? I haven't heard from you in a month of Sundays.
I listen, but a lot of times that's all I do, you know, is listen to them. You know, I can't get on and talk to those crazy people.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've got my cousin's a psychiatrist, so if any of them needs a little help, you know, just tell them to get in touch with me. But the thing is, you can't stage nothing no more. People talk.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody would have talked. Somebody would have talked. Yeah. Somebody would have talked. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that. Too many leakers. So the other thing is now people believe in all. That was staged. Do they believe, what is that? The Southern Poverty, what is that thing? Law or something? I got it all wrong.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But they call themselves defending black people and civil rights or something.
Yeah.
Those guys, they were paying the Klan. Come on.
No, they weren't paying.
You had to manufacture, racism and stuff is still here, but it's falling year by year. It's always going to be a little bit here.
Yes.
But in order to $800 and some million to keep money coming in, you got to manufacture racism. I've always said that. It's money in racism. With blacks and whites, Ku Klux Klan,
yes,
Civil Rights Division. So the thing is about Iran, with the nuclear weapons and stuff, I'm glad that they're going over and getting it first. Obama didn't do nothing about it. Biden didn't do nothing about it.
We had an agreement with them.
And stop them. I don't want none coming over here.
I mean, we didn't have any of this, all this smoke that's going on now. When Obama was president, we didn't have any of it, and everybody
It was going on.
I mean,
he was just paying them, and they were just steadily sending cash over there, and they were developing
he was paying them
weapons.
with their own money. He was giving them their own money, and people.
Well, that's what
I don't know why people
you needed to hold that up.
Make it seem like we just gave them money
and developing nuclear weapons.
It was their money. Obama gave it back to them. Simple as that.
All right. Well, that's good. So let the weapons come over here. Europe didn't think they could reach them either, did they? So there you go. I do not trust those people. They are some dangerous-ass people. But the thing is I think things are going to get better. The Democrats keep talking about affordability.
Yes.
They keep talking about Iran. They always said, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Okay. So the thing is they never did nothing about it. What would they do about Iran? They never say what they're going to do about anything. Affordability. Well, what will you do to make things more affordable? They're the ones that caused it.
Biden, Biden didn't cause it. Look,
inflation was up 9%.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't up that high, and it has gone up 3% since Trump has been in. It's up 3%. It's up 3%. Inflation is up 3% more since Trump has been in office. It's up. I'm telling you.
Right, it is up because the thing
because of the things Trump is doing. Because of the things he's doing.
Because Powell would not lower the interest rate. He hates Trump.
So then you have the tariffs didn't help any. Now we're giving them that money back. Tariffs didn't help. So he's causing all of his problems.
But manufacturing is coming back, and it's going to come back over here. We can't have China and the rest of the world. You see what's happening over there with the oil. We've got plenty of oil here. It's the rest of the country that wanted to go green.
Then why don't we pull our ships out of there and end the blockade?
Well, because it's a global economy. And
there
oil
you go.
And gas prices, it
so it's
depends on how Saudi Arabia
even though we got all this oil, it's going to affect us anyway, whether we like it or not.
Well, yeah, it will affect us. I agree. But if Europe had not went all green, remember what happened in California or Texas? They almost froze to death by having everything almost green. You can't do that. You got to mix it up.
All right.
Drill, baby, drill. That's what I say. And mark my word, things are going to be booming by the midterm.
And how is that wife from Peru? Is she doing okay?
Hey, she's getting ready to go back Peru on her own. Not been sent back. We're going to live over there.
What? You going to live there?
Yeah.
You're living over there, huh? How much?
Well, no, not right now. But
you're going
to move. I'm still working. I'm 73.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're going on 73, but I still work because I got to get out and do something. I can't just sit at home.
Yeah. Thanks for the warning.
Over.
Thanks for the warning. What am I going to do when I leave here? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go home in the basement and do a podcast.
A good place for all your listeners to go?
Where?
Go visit Iran.
Oh, boy.
Go vacation over there.
Oh, boy. They probably would treat them nice, let me tell you. They probably, they wouldn't have the freedoms that they have here. But
hey, you're right.
I mean,
Right.
what about the cost of living in Peru? Is it real cheap to live there?
Oh, well, yeah, everything is, electronic items is about the same as it is over here, but the food, groceries, clothing, everything else is pretty cheap.
Okay.
Apartments, where you can build a house over there, 2-bedroom, probably for about $20,000.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not in certain areas, you know, not the real the rich areas. You know, they got some areas over here like Kenwood or
somebody on Facebook Live. Somebody on Facebook Live wants to know, how old is your wife?
Old enough.
Okay. I don't know why they wanted to know that, but they wanted to know how old. So I guess you said you were 73. They wanted to know that you have a young bride or what? They didn't know.
No, she's only 5 years younger than me.
Oh, okay.
That's
All
it.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mac. Thanks for your call.
Have a good one. But like I say, if they need a psychiatrist, I can hook them up.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Right. Thanks for your call. Unbelievable.
Boy, he's gotten even crazier, huh?
Yes, he has.
Jeez.
Yes, he has. But, I mean, not a bad idea for him to move back over there to her homeland, cheaper, you know.
He's going to be surrounded by all those folks that Donald Trump wants to kick out of the country.
Yes.
Isn't that something?
Yes, that's something else. All right, let's break for news. We'll come back. Doug, Ray, JB, y'all holding on. Lincoln Ware with you. Max line is available on 1230, The Buzz.
WDBZ, Cincinnati, 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
A May 22nd sentencing date has been set for a Roselawn father convicted on charges in connection with his daughter's death. 3-year-old Kingsley Wright died after being mauled by dogs in late 2024. Her father, Warren Houston, was found guilty Friday on charges including involuntary manslaughter, endangering children, and reckless endangerment. The teenage suspect in a Covington shooting is now in custody. A 13-year-old was shot Friday night at an East 11th Street apartment complex and at last report was still hospitalized in critical condition. 18-year-old Ryan Cupp surrendered to police last night on a charge of first-degree assault. The Reds took 2 of 3 in their weekend home series versus Detroit, but lost to the Tigers on Sunday. 8-3 was the final. Cincinnati is off tonight, but will open a series versus the Rockies tomorrow night at Great American Ballpark. Investigators are working to determine the cause of a weekend fire at a strip mall. A fire at the Sycamore Center shopping center was reported around 3:30 a.m. Sunday. The blaze was confined to a single business. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. What am I going to do when I retire? I don't know. Good morning. Welcome to Walmart. I'll become a greeter. Instead of saying good morning, I'll say good morning. Huh? I just have to cut my good morning short.
Yeah, I can. I don't think you'll be there too long doing that.
I know.
You'll get bored. You'll be pulling people over. All right, now tell you how your morning done. What do you think about this going on in the city over here? What do you think? You just be pulling people over, pulling shoppers over to you to talk to them.
I hope I'm not sounding like that. I don't
stick a microphone in their face. Yeah, I just want to hear about what your opinion on this. Like, hey, I'm just here to shop, sir. No, well, you know, I just asking the question.
You don't do a very good impression of me. I just want to tell you that.
I do a horrible impression.
It is horrible. That is horrible. That is the worst that I've ever heard. Unbelievable. JB, how are you?
How you doing today, Mr. Ware?
I'm doing great, JB. What's going on?
I can't call it. There's a situation with Trump that was fixed.
You think it's fake, huh? Oh, boy.
I think it was fake. I think they set that man up to do that.
Unbelievable.
I really do. It didn't look real.
I think, is it only black folks that think this is fake? Does any white folks out there think this is fake? I want to hear from you if you do. Because it seemed like to me only black folks have these conspiracy stuff going on with Trump.
Too.
Okay. All right.
I do believe, because the way that it happened, man, I mean, it just didn't seem real, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's something. It's something like you would see on TV. It's almost something like you would be watching the FBI, and it's something like this would happen. The guy running past the security, and then they're shooting and all kind of stuff, and the people in the ballroom. I've seen something on FBI like this before. They're telling everybody, get down, clear out, clear. I've seen this on TV.
It didn't look real bad. And about the schools, they shouldn't close the public schools. We need them.
Right.
We really do.
Well, I don't know if they're talking about closing them, but they are trying to, lead them to a slow death, it seems like.
Yeah.
All right. I got to go, JB. Thanks for your call. All right, Doug Springs. What's going on?
Hey, pretty fair, Lincoln. Mac is a Trumpster, right?
He pretty much, yeah. Yeah, he's been a Trumpster.
Because he sound like it. Just the way he sound like it.
He's always been a Trumpster.
Yeah, the Southern Southern Poverty Law Center, they paid informants. And in order to bust the Ku Klux Klan, they was paying them to get information, which the police do, the FBI do.
Yeah.
So everybody does it. It's just that Trump is going after them because they're successful in fighting against white supremacy.
Yep.
So, Mac, here, I hope you heard that. And then Lincoln, you always used to say this, that you never believe in conspiracies, right?
Well, I've never been. I mean, there's some. I know there are conspiracies out there, but I pick and choose which ones I believe.
Okay, so and that's it. See, we're consistent. We believe in conspiracies, and listen at this, Lincoln. You, by being a Marine, an ex-Marine, always a Marine, y'all had to master the long gun rifle.
Yes. It was called. It was an M14 when I was in M14, and for target practice we used the M14, but we were issued M16s.
Okay, if one of those shot you in the ear, wouldn't it leave a mark?
Yes, it would. Yeah.
It'd take off most of your ear, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Now, what they said, Trump got shot with a high-powered military rifle in the ear, and he had a lot of blood. Remember that?
Yeah.
Now, look at his ears and tell me you don't see
I don't see
nothing.
any sign of it. No.
So that
I mean, it's possible.
It's
possible for a bullet to just barely touch your ear. I mean, people can get grazed all the time, but the way you didn't see blood until he put his hand up there,
exactly,
and then you saw blood.
Exactly.
I mean, you have to look at that too. I don't know.
And then the shooter the other day, did he come close to Trump?
No.
Nowhere close to Trump, right?
He didn't even get inside the ballroom.
Exactly. So, it's all crazy. But, Lincoln, did you know Seth Walsh is running for a state office?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
He's running for state treasurer.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because he never said anything about leaving his post since the Democrats backed him up.
Well, I don't think he has to leave, even if he can run and not leave.
What? I didn't know that. Okay, thanks for that information. Lincoln, I went to the Harriet Beecher Statehouse this Saturday. They got a walking tour of Wanda Hills featuring the African-American community.
Okay.
So, and it only cost $10. So I went up there. I didn't go on the tour, but I just wanted to see how many people came out. And it was I think 10 to 12 people. Mm-hmm. And one of them was Brother Judge Tyrone Yates.
Okay.
And it was pretty interesting. And
well, how did you find out about this tour?
I saw it somewhere on Facebook, and then when I went up to Gilbert on Gilbert Avenue, where Harriet Beecher Statehouse, they got a sign out there that tells you that too.
Okay.
And then the other things I want, Lincoln, they had the neighborhood summit with all the neighborhoods. Lincoln, I was surprised at the low attendance.
Well, people, I don't know why. Are people not getting the information? Do people rely too much on this Facebook stuff to get the information out? But a lot of events around where black people should be, they're not going.
I know, and that's the sad part, and especially young folks. Now I did see a few older people there that I knew, and there was only a few, but some of the rooms was almost empty.
Yeah.
When they broke out into special sessions.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with people. They're not going to things that they should be going to. Just like the health gap. I mean, you can ask for more health information and free screenings and stuff like that and all the activities going on, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just don't know.
Then the last thing, Lincoln, I went to the Asian Fest yesterday, man, and it was like jam-packed.
Yeah.
But Lincoln, when they do a fest, and I was looking around, and it wasn't a whole lot of black people there, but there were black people there.
Mm-hmm.
But the main difference I seen when we give a fest and they give a fest is that they do cultural things. They had a lot of kids from different countries.
Doing little dancing and singing and stuff.
And when we give something, we very seldom celebrate our culture. Only thing that we celebrate in our culture is our food.
Mm-hmm.
And our culture is much deeper. So for those who's planning on doing outdoor events, do something culturally that black people do or need to know that we don't see every day, Lincoln. It's important.
And that's the thing. Okay, so you want somebody to set up a booth and serve that type of food? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about dance. I'm talking about, cultural things that we do.
Right, yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
And I know, I just wonder, are kids getting involved in cultural things now? And that I don't see either. I'm talking about black kids. I'm not talking about anybody. But I know that once we get together, our young folks get together, what they do is fight.
Yeah, right. Is that part of our culture? Is that part of it?
It is, Lincoln, but it wasn't to the point of killing each other or trying to kill each other. You know, I seen where they beat this girl and then they kicked her and they was trying to kill her. What have we become? What are we becoming?
Yeah.
What are our kids becoming if we see each other as the enemy that I got to kill?
Yeah, they go for the head. They go for the head shot. You know, kicking the head, pounding the head down on the cement. And, you're right. You're right.
It's an absence, Lincoln. It's an absence. Because when we was coming up, we had the big boys. You remember the big boys was always the guys who was a little older than us, who was on the street. Well, you didn't live in the ghetto, so you wouldn't know about that.
What? I mean, come on. I mean, Silverton was a nice community.
Silverton at that time, when we was coming up, was we definitely wouldn't. It was upper middle class. Wouldn't you say that?
Silverton, I wouldn't say it's upper middle. I'd say it was just middle class. It wasn't upper middle class by any means.
Well, it was quite different from the West End. It was quite different from Mount Auburn. It was quite different from any other community inside the city limits.
Well, Silverton wasn't. Silverton was its own city. It wasn't in the city limit, but we went to Cincinnati Public Schools if you lived in Silverton.
Right. So, Lincoln, we need to get our kids together, man. We need to start doing more things. At our age, Lincoln, there ain't a whole lot that we can do.
Yeah.
And you know, they won't listen. They won't listen to nobody that's much older than them. Even some of your callers, call us dumb and stupid. We don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the young folks are not going to these events that they should go to. You got to have a DJ and some food, and you got to get out there on the dance floor, and you got to raise some hell, and then they'll be there. But stuff that they need knowledge of, they're not going to be there.
No, they're not, Lincoln. And thanks for letting me talk, man.
All right, Doug. Thanks for your call. All right, that's Doug Springs, and he went to the Harriet Beecher Stowe house there. Yeah. I didn't even know they had something there this weekend. Yeah. All right. Let's go to. We can go to Ray before we go to break. Ray, what's up?
What's up, Lincoln?
How you doing?
I'm okay, Lincoln. Yeah, Mac. Did I hear you say Mac was 73?
Yeah.
Say what now?
Didn't I hear you say Mac was 73?
Mac told us he was 73. Yes.
Don't you think he's a little bit too old to be MAGA? because he probably drunk from the. I don't know if he had he couldn't drink from the same fountain as white folks. He went through discrimination.
See, we don't even know if Mac is black or not. I don't know if Mac is black or white. I can't tell.
Mac is a black MAGA. He's his dumb as twin. And when I heard Vernon say that this was a conspiracy, I'm putting Vernon in with Mac and the twins. Lincoln, you have to convince a black man with no record to go along with a conspiracy.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that happen?
Yeah, I think the guy had some mental issues going, but he was smart, but he was crazy. You know what I mean? You got me calling him crazy. Trump calls him crazy. You got me saying that. But, I mean, he was smart, but somewhere his brain just got screwed up, I believe.
Yeah, but you have to. They would have to convince him. Hey, you run through the lobby, shoot a cop, or an FBI agent, and then accept the consequences and go to jail. I mean, that's kind of far fetched, even for Vernon. But if he believes it, I put him in the category of twin and Max. But Lincoln, you said something earlier when you first came on that a black man did this. Now all black men are targets. Lincoln, don't you think that a lot of black men are doing some of the same things that white guys have been doing for decades? Pretty much, yes. Yes. So it's not a stretch to say, all black men, because this black man did it, black men better look out. That theory is gone because they're becoming rapists, they're becoming serial killers, So, I just don't know. But Lincoln, what do you think about the draft? Are you satisfied with what the Bengals did?
Well, yeah, pretty much. I think they still should look for a linebacker in free agency or something like that, or a good veteran linebacker. Maybe somebody cuts, but they're still not, their career is not over, but somebody just cut them and for the money reasons or the cap or something like that. And the Bengals should try to pick somebody up like that. But I'm okay with, so far I'm okay.
Do you think they should have gotten, because the Bengals are good. I mean, if they're one of the rare teams that was scoring 40 points a game.
Yeah, but they were still losing. So they were still losing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, don't you think they could have picked up more free agents than the one they did?
I don't know if there was any good linebacker free agents out there that they would have been able to pay the money for. I'm not sure. They should have picked up a linebacker, and it's still not too late. It's not too late.
Yeah. You would agree in the past, no good player would want to come to the Bengals. Now
this is true. Yeah. Yeah. People like Joe Burrow, they want to play with Joe Burrow, and I think that's the key right there. Now teams, players want to play in Cincinnati.
Yeah. All right, Hey, how about those Reds? They're in first place, but they're doing good.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing out there. I like what I'm seeing, and they're doing it without their best two pitchers. So what does that tell you? I think the batters, when they have the star pitchers in there, they slack up on their batting and hitting, and because they rely on the pitcher to hold the other team down, and that's why they always never come up. They come up short when they're stars play. I don't know what's going on with the Reds, but whatever they're doing, they need to keep doing it.
Yeah, but I'm afraid, Lincoln, at some point they're going to go like 2-10. They're going to lose 8 straight, and then they're going to go 2-10. I just hope they have big enough lead where, that 2-10 don't do a lot of.
I don't see this team losing over 4 in a row at one time.
We talking about the Reds. We're talking about the Pedro.
This is not your everyday. This is not your everyday Reds team. They got the right mixture of black, white, and Hispanic players that they haven't had in a long time. So it's a different flavor on this team.
Yeah, but that Pedro Bourbon curse.
Oh,
That's
well, they already won the World Series in 1990. What happened to the curse? He didn't curse them after that.
Well, okay, so
he cursed them before that, and they won the World Series in '90.
Yeah, but I still think the curse is on.
Oh, my God. How can the curse be on and they won the World Series?
1-1.
Oh,
You know,
one. How many teams wish they could win one? Give me a break. You're reaching, Ray. You're reaching.
I know. Sorry, Lincoln.
Thanks for your call.
Hey, Mac, you're an idiot still.
What?
Mac is an idiot still.
Oh, yeah. He's got issues, that's for sure. Thanks for your call. Let's take a break. We'll come back 12:30, The Buzz.
12:30 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have...
Oh, boy. This is a long-winded Monday on the Lincoln Ware Show. Ouch.
And what would Al Sharpton say about your impersonation of him? What would he say?
That sounds like me. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Oh, boy. I do a better Al Sharpton than you do Lincoln Ware. That's for sure. That is for sure. $36 years. So how many different teams have won the World Series in 36 years, Jack? Ray sounds like a bitter ex-girlfriend complaining about all these men. And all the reporters, they're all afraid to even hint of a conspiracy. None of them would even attempt to hint of a conspiracy. Oh, jeez. Jeez.
Life and the Ad Council.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
12:30 a.m. The Buzz, your talk station.
.30 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, Lincoln Ware on a Monday afternoon. And let's see, we got, boy, what a lineup. What a lineup. Ponytail Wells, Ron Dula, White Liar, Stefan, Ozzy. What a lineup. What a lineup. Let's get busy. Ponytail Wells, what's on your mind?
Lincoln, let me give some rebuttal to
the individuals that have called in. Disappointed in Doug, but I'm not surprised.
Wait, why are you disappointed in Doug? Why are you disappointed?
Let me give the list. I'm going to respond about Mr. Springs, Mr. Isaacson, and was that Ray that called in who just spoke about the Bengals?
Yes.
Okay, look, there is clearly a nexus here. This Obama mania hangover that for those people who supported the gentleman who was number 44 2 terms, 2008, 2012. Then we get to Trump, and now we get Trump hatred. That's what the gentleman, his name is Cole Allen, 31 years of age. His profile, this guy was born in 1995, 94. He's 31. So when he's in like what? Obama gets elected in 2008. He's like what? 12. No, when you do the math, he's like 8 plus. He's 14. He's in his developmental years. The identity's developing.
Okay, so you're trying to say he was naturalized by Obama.
Look. He's from California. All that LGBT stuff, it has done nothing for the African American male identity. It's been very confusing. All right, so people should know we've had these even the gentleman, Mr. Isaacson. He's only 37, Lincoln. A lot of the policies about housing and education, he's not aware of it. He came out of Walnut Hills in 2006. To Obama, he's pointing fingers at Republicans. He doesn't know a lot of things. This is what I had my issue with Beta Stevens. These guys are young. You all are abusing them. For Danny Isaacson to be the face of a minority for the Statehouse is a shame. He doesn't have the pecan seasons, Lincoln. The stuff he's discussing, he's way out of his league because he's not addressing facts. Well, Lincoln, hold on a second.
If not him, then who? If not Donnie, then who?
Lincoln, look here. Even with Doug, let me show you something. That organization, Southern Poverty Law Center, 1971. It's not an African American organization. It was founded by Morris Dees, 1971. Been around for 55 years. They used to shout as the Klan. What Doug is not saying is that the donors did not know they were using that strategy. If they're using that strategy, the donors did not know that. So you donate money to them and they're hiring these operatives or whatever. What else are these operatives doing? You just say they're going to spy on. Look, they're operatives spying on who else, Lincoln? That organization has been strongly
pro-LGBTQ. Well, they're spying on whoever they're being paid to spy on. They're being paid.
Mr. Ware.
Whoever they're being paid to.
And Lincoln as well. Let me deal with something else Doug said. Lincoln, the bullet nicked his ear. Did it kill somebody behind him?
So what now?
Did that bullet kill somebody behind Trump? It's a hoax.
Yes, it did. Right. Somebody died. Okay. Somebody died on that day.
So what's interesting is people leave that part out. That somebody, it nicked his ears. It's a fake. Okay, so was it fake? The man died behind me and went through him with his wife.
Yeah.
See, we got to stop this.
Well, I guess somebody has to be the sacrificial lamb. I guess that's what people say. Somebody had to sacrifice.
It was a real bullet. It nicked his ear. And look, what Danny Isaacson is saying about housing, go deal with Eric Kearney. Kearney was at the Statehouse when they did legislation to get rid of multifamily housing. That's why we got a housing shortage. If you want to build back Ohio the way that it was, Lincoln, look, we cannot run an economy.
He wanted to get rid of substandard housing.
Mr. Ware,
what he was against.
Listen, you're talking to Mr. Wells. Kearney supported legislation to get rid of multifamily housing, which made Cincinnati
substandard multifamily housing.
No, sir, listen to me.
I'm listening.
The 3 and the 4 unit. I'm telling you,
and I'm not hearing anything.
And look, and as well, you want to say something's dysfunctional. He said there was a high school that was teaching 9th grade pre-algebra. He couldn't tell. You're going to tell us what school that was, sir. We know LeBron James's school, the high primary school several years ago, didn't have a student to pass the 9th grade math test. Which school are you talking about, Mr. Isaac? If Mr. Isaac, if it happened, which one is it? Because
he said it was a suburban city. He said it was a suburban city, and it could have been somewhere.
He needs to say where it is because that's an anomaly, and I wouldn't believe that data as well. Lincoln, we're talking about performance. Remember when we had issue 5 at the state level to redo the collective bargaining agreement structure in Ohio, and the Democrats said, we shouldn't do it. The police ran in. We could have adjusted all civil servant pay scales. We had an opportunity about 20 years ago to do it. Democrats said, no, you're harming. The police, when it's just like, no. The Republicans said, look, in order for us to have money, we got to readjust these civil servant pay scales. police officers, school teachers, firefighters, people who work for AFSCME. We agreed not to do it. One reason we have higher taxes now, the civil servant sector is not adjusted accordingly. We should have adjusted that pay scale down about 15% 20 years ago and come back up.
Adjusted the pay scale down? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's never going to happen.
Mr. Ware, look, it was put to the people. We agreed to keep the civil servant pay scale what it was with the police, fire, teachers, and AFSCME. So now that we have, and also we got the TIF district stuff. So Mr. Isaacson would know, and Mallory supports him, the TIF districts, which started in Cincinnati, have destroyed the taxing structure. We know the TIF districts have destroyed the taxing structure. All right. So when he's pointing the finger at Republicans, he's Lincoln. He's not old enough to know some of this stuff.
Oh, you don't have to be. So he could be well read. I mean, thanks for your call. He's not old enough. He can read. Jeez, but I'm concerned about the Avondale Town Center with the closing of the cereal bar. You had Zola's closing. Now they said I still don't understand what's going on over at Zola's. They said they're back open, but can they remain open? And who signed off on the rent that these businesses are paying to this out-of-town company for the Avondale Town Center? And I hope the grocery store is doing well. I haven't been in there in a minute. I hope they're doing well. But I believe they might have got in over their head with the rent at the town center. And I don't know who signed off on that or what's going on. They just wanted something over there so bad that they took the first person that came along with the development. And then when it came to the amount of rent they have to pay, it might be too much for any business to be able to make it at the Avondale Town Center. That's become a concern. And speaking of businesses going out of business, this barbecue place went out of business. Barbecue, what is it? Sweet barbecue. What is the name of the place? Oh boy, I had it up on my computer and I think I deleted it. Somebody's gonna tell me on Facebook because people on Facebook, they know everything. But it's something with sweet and barbecue in it. And
sweets and meats.
Sweets and meats, yeah. Sweets and meats. Sweets and meats. They closed down. I think they closed. They had a couple of locations. They closed them all down. Sweets and meats. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. Stefan, Ozzy, White Liar, Ron Dooley, Dwight Kiles, all holding on. Lincoln Ware, 1230, The Buzz.
Every weekday, 1230 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go with news.
What's up with that $25 million for Avondale? What's up with that? Well, they never did explain what they were going to. When Fifth Third gave them that $20 million with all the strings attached, everybody got quiet. Everybody got quiet. Oh. Maybe the sad fact is black businesses have a hard time being successful in Cincinnati, and the black community is quick and condemn them instead of rallying around them. There was a time when we were here for each other. Anybody remember rent parties? Try and do that now. Okay, jeez. Ronnie, Stefan, and Ozzy in that order. Oh, now they're going to tell me which order to put them in. Grand opening, grand closing. Hardly ever are stocked. Sweets and meats and treats. Okay. Tiff District, Ron Dooley. I love Lincoln Ware. Okay, Jerica Vaughn. Your friend Jerica says she loves me, Terrence, and she loves you too, I guess. I don't know. But if she don't show us the love like she should.
I doubt she loves me, but she's still my best friend.
Unchosen on Netflix. Okay, Unchosen. She's giving me a movie to watch on Netflix. Unchosen. I'll watch it. Dulu, Ron Dulu. They call him Dulu.
Who said that, Brent?
Let's see. Dulu. Valerie Cornish.
Does she mean Delulu or?
Delulu, yeah. Delulu. Yeah, that's what she said. Why is Sandra Jones not advocating for the 25 milli? Rent parties are now GoFundMe. Yep, you're right, Jerica. That's what right. They don't have a party. They just say, "I need some rent money. Send me some money." Ron Delulu. Ron Delusional. And Delulu for short.
At ymca.org for a better us.
If you need to talk about it, we're here. 1230 AM WDBZ, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And maybe Sandra Jones can tell us, did Avondale ever get all that $20 million that Fifth Third Bank gave? Remember that? They had the big deal. $20 million. Fifth Third Bank investing $20 million into Avondale. And I don't know whether my man Russ, I think he retired. He's gone. Who's there? Did we ever get all that $20 million, or was Fifth Third just playing with us? And if we got the $20 million, where did it go? But I'm really worried about the Avondale Town Center. I'm really worried about that place over there. And is it going to make it? Sandra Jones, she couldn't get in if she tried now. Every line is busy. So I got to get rid of all these callers. I got to get through all the callers. Everybody's on hold now. I'm going to get you before 1 o'clock. You better believe it. Let's go to Stefan. Stefan, what's up?
Hawk News gonna tell you what's going on, Brother Lincoln. Hell to the nah, they ain't get that $20 million because our own people played the people, brother.
Oh, boy.
Added on their extra fees at the town center. I'm talking about ADC, Avondale Development Corporation. Add on extra fees to them business owners up there. That's why they got stuck in the hole, brother. Then they move a bank in the middle, acting like the bank doing something with their performance. Let's grade the bank, an A or a B. We give them an F minus, but just stand in the middle, not helping people. So that's what's going on, Lincoln. See, it started back from the Community Reinvestment Act, brother. Keep going back there with you, brother.
Yes.
They signed a community benefits agreement. Whatever they sign with the banks is between them and the groups. So that's what happened, Lincoln.
Well, is Jeff Birding living up to his community benefits agreement?
Hell to the nolly ain't.
Oh, boy.
Hell to the nolly ain't, Lincoln.
Oh,
no,
boy.
Man, that was
they're coming on. They're gonna have a full report tomorrow, and we'll see.
It's all a game, Brother Lincoln. It's all a game, Brother Lincoln. What they doing? I'm doing okay. It's all a game, Brother Lincoln. You know what I mean? And then the churches still have chances to help too, Lincoln. See, watch this, Lincoln. I'm going to sum it up with this, and I'm going to end it. Okay, a church down in Birmingham, Alabama, just actually proved that black people can turn tithings into business ownership. It's a church down in Alabama. 20% of their tithes, 20% of their tithes, and creating something powerful, a business development fund, Lincoln, that can launch 25 members and own companies.
Just like the building fund. Just like the building fund.
Right. Watch this. Here's how it works. Members can pitch their idea to the whole congregation. If approved, they can do microloans from collected funds, right? They can pay it back with low interest, right? Their funds help the next entrepreneur. It's not just a theory, Lincoln. The janitor started a cleaning company. Now he employs 8 church members. The secretary started her catering business, and she served all the events. A retired teacher opened up a tutoring center, members of the children, educating them and teaching them. But that just didn't hand out money. Every loan recipient gets a mandatory business training successful entrepreneur, mentoring new people that come in the congregation. The congregation buys the member business first. The results are like $50,000 to $200,000. Indirect tithes generate $300,000 in business revenue. 45 jobs were created within the own community, Lincoln.
What community? Where is this taking place? You're reading it from somewhere.
This in Alabama. This in Alabama they're doing, right?
Okay.
5 other churches copied that model. This is what happened when black people organize their resources with purpose instead just surviving alone. They can do this, Lincoln. The people can do this. We can do this as the people. It's not too late to help the people, Lincoln, but they keep helping their damn self. Ain't worried about the community. Notice, watch this, Lincoln. You remember what the brother Umar Johnson said? When the tithing come in every Sunday over 5 or 10 years, it goes to the banks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And tithe and offering money just sits in the bank. Sit money get lent money. Offering money can't get interest off of you, can't get loan off, none of that.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden they come in your neighborhood, the white man come in your neighborhood, buy up the land, and kick you out over Jesus dollars.
Oh,
and that's what's going on in the neighborhood for many years.
Stefan, I got to keep it short. I got to get to a lot of callers.
Can't do a damn thing about it.
Thanks for your call. Ron Dula.
Hey, what's
or
up,
Ron
man?
Delulu, as they call you on Facebook.
Yeah, okay. Now, you got to let me finish my statement, the whole statement.
How long is your statement going to take? It depends on how long it's going to, if it's going to take 5 minutes,
no. It's just short. Vernon, D, and what else? Who else? Brent. I think they have, I know they have TDS. They don't know, they don't, say anything that positive that Trump does. Now, that being said,
maybe they can't find anything to say.
That being said, I totally agree with all 3 of them. That was staged. I don't know if Trump staged it, if somebody else staged it to make the numbers go up. I don't know what that stuff was all about. But that stuff was staged. That man had a full head of steam and ran through all of those guns. And he didn't get hit not one time.
Right.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen.
Yeah, because they were shooting. These guys need to go back to the range and shoot, because there was a lot of shooting going on.
Man, no, that was staged. Because, like I said, all those agents, somebody would have got either chest or head shot. Somebody.
Yeah.
Anyway, Fernand Rucker should be licking his chops because of what the mayor said, and the city manager said about Teresa Fiji. Because during that whole Rodney Hinton situation, they praised her, and they said, all of these positive things about her, and, it just don't match. It just don't match.
What does Fernand Rucker get out of that? There's nothing monetarily that he can get from that.
No, because
He doesn't represent the Chiefs.
Like I said, he's gonna be licking his chops. And final thing, I'm telling you, it's something going on with Mika Owens and the mayor and him setting her up with something. I don't know what it is, but they trying to push her to. They trying to push her to the
commission.
The United. What's that? The United. What's that? What's that?
United.
Anyway, what's that agency that she was trying to get to?
Oh, United Way.
Anyway.
United Way.
Yeah, United Way. I mean, man, it's that, and of course, like I said.
What are you talking to me on? It sounds like you're talking in a tin can. What are you talking to me on?
Brother Powell is not wrong. He don't get the stuff like that wrong.
Yeah.
He just don't get stuff like that.
No, he
wrong.
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
And like and it's a thing because Dumas already worked for the business community.
Yeah.
So why in the world are they pushing her that way?
Because you got the power of two. You got the power of two. 2 votes are better than 1, and you only need 2 on the commission. You only need 2 votes to get something done on the commission. Ron Dula, I gotta go. You sound like you're talking to me on your tin can or something in a string. Jeez. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We got White Liar, Ozzy, and Dwight Kyles right here on 1230 The Buzz.
It's time to take your listening experience to the next level with 1230 The
Buzz. Do da 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 do do. Y'all crazy. Y'all folks, I'll tell you. I don't know what he was talking on. Who's bad? Doom, 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 doom. That song has been in my mind all weekend. Who's bad? Doom, 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 doom. Take Dwight's call first. Mika and Duma's agendas seem similar. Yeah, they are. The same folks are backing both of them. Oh. I thought you had a hangover from the weekend, Tierra Powell. You was partying Friday night, Saturday night. You should have had a hangover. Yeah, I like the movie James Muhammad. You're on your Bluetooth. Well, next time, get off your Bluetooth and call me because it sounds horrible. Ron Dula said he was on his Bluetooth.
Oh.
A blue tin can? Is that what you're talking about? It's getting bad reviews, but it's making a lot of money.
Oh, the movie Michael was getting bad reviews?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was happy to see Nia Long and Lawrence Tate in the Michael Jackson movie. They both still look good. How you sound just like MJ. Can hardly tell the difference. MJ, the movie was good. Yeah, that's mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people didn't. I happen to be one of those people that did like the movie. I liked it. Here you go, Mr. Ware, telling my business. I am fine. I know how to drink. All right, with your grown self.
What was that? Oh, that's
Tierra.
Tierra? Uh-oh.
No, Diana Ross was not represented in it. Movie was good, period. Lemmy Johnson. All right. I agree with you, Lemmy. Not the Temu Bluetooth.
To learn more.
Wake up every weekday morning with Get Up Mornings with me, Erica Campbell, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1230 The Buzz.
.1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's Lincoln Ware. It's Friday. Coming up in 10 minutes, Reverend Al Sharpton. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. For the next 3 hours, we got to put all pretenses and no fronting. I don't know how he says it, but no fronting and all that stuff. He'll say it coming up at 1. Yeah, all pretenses aside, no fronting, and something else he wants to put aside for 3 hours. Yes. All right, let's go to the white liar.
Oh, man, where do we start at? Hey, I'm not really good with people's names, so forgive me, but you had about 4 callers ago. You had the guy that called in that got beat up at the Hulk Hogan event up north.
Hulk, that was only Nate Livingston. He didn't call in.
Oh, then who? Anyway, one of the callers called in, and he started saying something about how it was the Trump administration going after the SPLC or SPLU.
Yes,
whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, can you explain to me how, when they opened the investigation up on them in 2013, how that has anything to do with the Trump administration?
I don't know. Well, he has a tendency to throw stuff. He just reaches in a bucket and pulls stuff out. Right, but
you don't correct that. Now, do you not understand that kind of rhetoric being pushed around?
People say some of everything everywhere. Have you
But you knew that was wrong.
Have you listened to some of the stuff they say on these Trump's networks? What is it? I don't know. One of these. It's sort of like MS Now, but it should be MS MAGA.
But
whatever.
I just feel like you knew that was wrong, and you allowed it to be spread over the air.
He had already said it then. He had already said it, so I couldn't take it back.
Okay, let's go back 2 weeks. Remember, you had the mayor on, and I called in and I asked about the potholes, and little Ray got a little butthurt about it that I asked about the potholes.
Yeah.
And then, but before me, remember, I don't know his name. You guys call him the courthouse snitch or whatever it is.
Yes.
Remember he asked the mayor, did he tell the city manager to get rid of Chief DG?
And what did the mayor say?
The mayor was like, Lincoln, block for me. He stood right behind you.
He didn't say that.
He got right behind you like, Lincoln, protect me.
Oh, my
And you
God.
hung up on the guy. Remember that?
I did not hang up on the guy. He answered the question. He said,
"Man,
I'd had nothing to do with the city manager and the firing of the chief."
Right, but don't you think it's a little weird that dude called in with that information 2 weeks before the chief released that video, the recording?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you see how but y'all are just cool with being lied to.
Well, look, but that don't mean that he's telling the truth just because he brought it up. Doesn't mean that it's true.
All right. And now, listen, man, I sit here and I listened all day long to the propaganda you guys are trying to spill about this shooting, this assassination attempt. And, not one person has said, like, hey, man, maybe there's a mental health problem over here on our side, on the left. Like, maybe we need to, take a look and take a step back and be like...
Wait, why? You saying only people on the left side have mental issues? You don't think some MAGA people have mental issues?
Lincoln, I'm convinced at this point that if Trump got rid of cancer, you would say it's because it's black.
No,
that's how I'm convinced that the Trump derangement.
First of all, he would never, if he could get rid of cancer, he wouldn't because there's too much money involved with cancer.
All right,
and
so
that's all he
out.
thinks about.
It's weird at this. Now, I want to hear you say that you condemn the violent attacks, political violent attacks.
I condemn all violence.
You condemn all violence. That's great. Now watch your chat blow up. Have a great day.
Thanks for your call. What's wrong with condemning violence? I don't like violence. Who would like violence? So I condemn all violence.
And listen, Donald Trump pardoned all of the folks that attacked the Capitol.
Right.
They pardoned all of them.
Right. Ozzy, how you doing? Then Dwight Cowell's going to round it out.
All right, look, I'm doing well. I'm going to get to a couple of points real quick. One is when the gentleman was calling about Vader Stevens and talking about his youthfulness, you got to understand that is a man. And he was put in that position because he was qualified to assist the commissioner to complete the jobs that we require and ask her to do. So you can't complain about him.
Vader is he's going places in this world. Vader Stevens, he's going a lot of places. He's going up. Let me tell you, he's a smart guy, and he's going to do well.
I've known that man since he was a baby. I know his family quite well, and the family is a very respectable family within our community.
Vader knows his stuff. He knows his stuff, let me tell you. And he really protects Alicia Reese, and he knows what he's doing.
And there's some of us out here that will protect him as he's protecting her.
Yes.
Now, Lincoln, the other thing is last week you had spoken about there being 3 aircraft groups over there in Iran.
Yes.
And you were speaking about the cost of it, so I did look it up. And each cost for one group aircraft carrier, which has about 10 ships with it, is between $8 and $15 million a day.
$8 and $15 million a day for each aircraft carrier group. So you put 3 of them over there, and you got your number.
$45 million a day.
Yeah.
And at the end of a month, you're talking almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
Now, at the same time we're doing this, and they're doing those exercises over there. You were on the aircraft carrier. You know what kind of exercise they do. Now, they are also, at the same time in this country, denying people for health care and Medicaid.
Right.
I got a neighbor that has her husband in a home because he is suffering for some mental issues right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then he broke his hip, so this lady's coming out of her pocket for the care that gets at the facility is $8,000 a month. Now it's costing her another $400 a day. And she's hoping that Medicare will help pay for some of this. And she's going through her life savings and just trying to care. She'll be out of her life savings in a year's time.
Crazy.
But yet we can't afford to help people who in this country who need help. And you got idiots like the White Line worried about whether Trump is actually effective or is he faking these gunshots when there are people in this country who are suffering. And White Line, so that you know this is a white woman, all right, and with a white husband. And y'all ain't taking care of your own, so we know we ain't going to keep taking care of.
There you go. We're at the bottom of the totem pole. I got to run, Ozzy. Thanks for your call. All right. Dwight Kyles, how you doing?
You know, hello there, young man. Anyway, I wanted to know about you and this mayor when you all, because these people are badgering you about you and this mayor, but I want you to really focus in on this railroad money and why they're not spending it when you see these potholes.
I do it every time.
To be the public sector. Let me finish.
I asked about that every time. I hear you.
No. And then, what are they going to use the money for? What about this housing business that everybody keeps throwing out?
Yeah. Hold on. They can't use the money for housing. They can't use it for housing.
Okay, what about the police? With that, they're getting rid of that police woman. What about? Is that really a lot? How many people live in Cincinnati now?
300,000 maybe.
Oh my!
I guess
goodness.
around 300,000, 350.
You know, that man is a placeholder and a figurehead. That city should not. Do you listen to talk radio in other cities like Atlanta and Chicago?
Yes.
Cincinnati is a great town, and that mayor should not be coming on your show scapegoating you. So ask them what they're going to do with that money. I'll talk to you soon.
I asked him. I don't know. I asked him every time. I said, I don't see any work being done. I said the railroad board you're going to hire somebody just to spend the railroad money. I can't reach over across his desk, make him open his mouth, reach down inside, and pull out the truth. I can only go by what he tells me. I can't make him tell me the truth. All I can do is ask the questions. And Dwight Kyles, I have asked that question many times. I told him I don't see any work being done. Why is it so hard to spend the railroad money? And he claims they're spending it, but they're not spending enough of it. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what I can do. Put him on a lie detector when he comes in. Here, strap this lie detector on before we start the show. And put a camera on the little gazer thing, the little thing that, what do you call it, seismograph or whatever it is. I don't know what else to do except say, my time is up and I got to go. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 right here on 1230, The Buzz. All right. I don't know what else to do. I'm not blocking for the mayor. Y'all, unbelievable. Seismograph. Yeah, Brent, I was waiting for Brent. It's just like you use for to measure earthquake. You can measure you when you lie. Tell an earthquake lie. Oh boy. Stop pump faking those soft daycare Michael Jackson voice questions. Oh my God. He did use scapegoat wrong, didn't he? Yes, he did. Oh boy, it's going to be very interesting when the mayor comes back in next time. Oh boy, I may not get my they usually text me with possible dates for the mayor to come in, and I'm waiting on that for next month. Oh boy.
Sierra Brooks, I cannot ban White Lion. That is not my call.
We can't run away from things we hate. I hear people, I don't even watch the news anymore. I don't even watch. Well, you got to find out what's going on around the world, in your city, in your county, in your state. When I hear people say, I don't watch the news anymore, I said, I just want to tell them that's ridiculous. You should know what's going on.
Yeah, it could be a murderer loose in your neighborhood.
Anything
You never
could
know.
be going on. You might be on Medicare, and they're going to cut 50% off of Medicare. Wouldn't you want to know that? Social Security, they could be cutting 50% of your Social Security, and it was on the news. You didn't know it until you looked at your bank account on the day you're supposed to get your Social Security, and only half of it was there. Don't you think you need to know that? So when you hear people say that, please correct them and tell them that's not a very smart thing to do. What's up, Julie? Earthquake lies. Okay, Nakia. Lincoln Ware loves White Lion. Types. What did he say? Daggone. He got away from me. Dang. Something about I love the white liar.
I guess Rick Jr. will be calling in tomorrow. He was the last one. He decided to call at the last minute. He must have just woke up or something. The show was going off when he called in.
Yeah, I know. You can find out what's going on without watching the news. I haven't watched the news in years. I just wait for twins to tell me what's going on.
Oh, man.
If you wait for that, then you're really in trouble. Who do you think is lying? The mayor, city manager, or the former police chief? I have no idea. I have no idea. But when the chief says, I've talked to her when she's calm, and I've talked to her when she's really upset, and she was upset. Either you or me. I don't know. It's gonna be you or me. Well, let me tell you, Chief, it ain't gonna be me. I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe. And they're all friends of mine. You know what I mean?
They're all your good friends.
They're all my good friends. They're on my good friends list.
Yeah, yeah. Very distinguished list that a lot of people are not on, including myself.
Oh, boy.
Very distinguished list.
You're at the top of the list, Terrence Howard.
Yeah, all right. I can't hit the rim shot right now, Mr. Ware. Sorry.
The city manager let the mayor scare her into firing the chief. Ronald Megan says the mayor is lying. Sad, but some truth to it. What truth to what, Keith? Truth to the mayor, truth to the city manager, truth to the chief. Why does it matter? It was a supervisor-subordinate issue. Ron Doolittle said, it's going to come out. $300K. City manager said she got to go. Yeah. I believe the city manager because she has her job guaranteed till the mayor leaves. Not necessarily. The mayor can fire her before he leaves. What are you talking? What happened to Harry Black? Remember Harry Black? Terrence is on the good friend substitute list. Oh, boy. Lincoln, where F your list, pimping the black community. Oh, my. You know Twin said that. It is to the benefit of the city to settle this thing before it goes to court. That's all I got to say. Settle this thing and let's move on with it. Give her 2.5 and let's call it a day. She's not going to get the 7 that she asked for. Okay, I'll step down. Give me $7 million. And you think that's true? I can believe that. I would say something like that. I'll go away without a fight for 7.2. All right, folks, I got to go. I forgot I got a thing to do for the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. So I got to get out of here. I will see y'all tomorrow, same time, and, of course, same station. All right, Terrence, she's all yours.
Did the rally Saturday morning, had some meetings Saturday afternoon, did my show, Politics Nation, from New York, and went and met some friends that were planning a project that I had some input in. Got home and saw this violence break out.